Ba, ba, ba. Alright. Welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're all having a great evening. Yeah, so, real quick, just want to say, since, I think you all probably saw, but this is going to be, unfortunately, my last stream before I head off for college. I'm going to be, Thursday I'm going to be spending Thursday, Friday I'm going to be spending most of my time packing, then after that it's, actually making the trip out to Utah and everything. I'm sure everything will work out, but I'm still, a bit anxious about whether or not I'll actually be able to stream while I'm out there. You know how it is. So, I guess, don't feel sad that this is, the last stream for a bit, but rather just think of it as, I guess, farewell for now, I suppose. Because I certainly do not intend to stop streaming. I'm going to be trying my absolute hardest to keep going in college. And if I have to cycle through, 5 different roommates to eventually find one who is okay with me streaming, then so be it. I'm going to keep streaming for you guys, and honestly, nothing's going to stop me from doing it. That's all I got to say on that matter. But, anyways, enough sad boy hours. We got a class trial to get to. And here with me, in the Discord, is a friend of mine, who you might know very well from the previous parts of the Danganronpa streams. Clappy.
Hi.
So, Clappy and I talked about this, and he mentioned that since all the class trials are voice acted, he's mostly going to be hopping in with little bits of commentary here and there during the trial, and mostly letting me figure things out for myself.
I'll pretty much only hop in if you're super duper struggling.
If I'm super stuck on something,
yeah,
which does make sense.
If you're just I don't know what the fuck to do. Clappy, help!
Gotta keep the suspense. Although, who knows? Maybe I might. Supposedly these trials are a lot harder than Danganronpa 1's trials, which I am excited for because I was usually able to figure out the trials in Dangan 1 without too much of an issue. So, I am excited to see if these trials will throw me for a bit of a loop.
Oh, I think they will. I think they'll do a good job of it.
Well, I'm excited to see.
I don't know if we need the screen sharing at this.
Alright,
I'm
so...
actually not sure.
Well,
Not sure
here,
what to do.
let me do it just in case.
Don't forget, I got Kazuichi for voice.
Yep.
Actually, I do need to bring up the...
Yeah, there we go. Alrighty.
For what the characters I voice. Alright, here comes the Academy Award-winning voice acting that Ender is so graciously enough to host. Huh?
Are you kidding me?
Hey! What the heck is that mountain? When did that get there?
You haven't missed anything, Rao. We literally just started. Never mind that. How'd they even make a mountain shaped like Monokuma? Ah, yes, my favorite presidents.
Monokuma.
George Monokuma.
Monokuma Lincoln.
Monokuma Lincoln.
Thomas Monokuma.
Thomas Monokuma and, I don't know, Monokuma Obama. I know Obama isn't on Mount Rushmore, I just wanted to make the pun really badly.
Hello, my fellow Americans. I am Monokuma.
That's great.
Let's give it everything we got. It's punishment time. Oh my fucking god.
Hey Michelle,
Monokuma.
this sinister bear sounds a lot like me. It's honestly terrifying.
Is he the president or am I the president? I don't understand.
That story might be true after all. There might be an enormous organization involved in all this. You mean what Byakuya said before, right?
You are right.
Byakuya, we still need his knowledge.
I still can't believe he's dead.
Byakuya, Byakuya.
I love you, Ibuki. I love Ibuki so much.
I'm sorry. I took a sip of water for that joke. I don't even know if it picked up on the mic.
I didn't hear it too much myself.
Oh, I was trying to do like the whole like the gurgling mouth foaming
wait.
joke, but I
Oh,
don't
hold
think
on,
the
wait.
mouth. Hey, Fragilis, thank you for the follow. I super appreciate it. Welcome on in. What happened to Gundam and Fuyuhiko? Now that you mention it, it appears they aren't here yet.
I got it!
Ah, I know. They probably ran away.
No way!
Ah, hell nah! There's no way I let them escape, you know. Look, I dragged this one back over here.
Don't fuck with me!
I'm telling you, let me go.
Hey!
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play. If you keep acting violent, I might just eat you up.
Hey!
Hey, Fuyuhiko, what were you doing all this time?
Nothing. I wasn't really doing anything. I was just chilling in my room when I suddenly heard that fat bastard got killed. Who the fuck cares about that anyway?
You. How can you say something so irresponsible?
Do you understand?
We've been doing our best to investigate this murder even though we don't want to, just to survive.
Wait!
Maru, that's enough. You too, Fuyuhiko.
Dumbass.
And I guess we're waiting for Gundam?
What happened?
I am right here.
Now then,
Remember this well. A main character arrives when he intends to.
Okay, one moment. I know we're in the middle of dialogue, but something I noticed. He got his Hellhound earring back. So that means he found a way to get under the floorboards.
Oh wow, I actually completely forgot about that.
Yeah, he managed
Oh,
to
yeah.
he got his earring back. You can see it right there, the little yellow bit.
Yeah. Wait, does he have 2 or 1? I forget.
No, he's only had the one.
Oh, okay. Huh.
But yeah, he's got his Hellhound earring back. So that means it is possible for somebody to get under the floorboards. The
But
question is,
where?
he's probably going to reveal the information during the class trial in his in
Yeah.
a very dramatic fashion, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Huh?
Hey,
It seems you noticed it too. It seems like Nagato and I are on the same page at this point. If I did, then I'm right.
Well now.
All right, now that everyone's all together, let's take the secret entrance to the trial field.
But please wait a second!
What's this?
Okay, 1 second. Now what? My, mon ami. Just what are you doing here? Nobody asked for you.
I...
Hmm? Do you actually want to join in?
You masochistic
Do
mascot!
you want to taste how powerless you are at the class trial? You're an even bigger masochist than I thought.
Special bleeding service!
Ah, well, I'm a big brother who dotes on his little sister. I shall allow your special participation.
See ya later!
I'll go on ahead and wait for you guys, so hurry over.
Huh?
He told us to come, but how do we get there? I don't see any doors or vehicles.
What's going on?
He mentioned something about a secret entrance. Was it... secret entrance? I... Kill Terra next.
This is the worst.
We gotta find the killer. If we don't, we're the ones who are gonna get killed.
be happy!
You humans have been spared.
Okay, if the sprite artwork didn't update to show him getting his earring back, his attitude has certainly tipped me off to that fact.
Oh, yeah. Maybe so. Yeah. I don't give a flying fuck if that fat pig is dead. Who fucking cares? Seriously.
So annoying.
Jeez, how boring.
Hello, Goku.
Whatever, let's go inside already. I'd rather be sparring with Kale than dealing with this.
My fucking god.
Well,
In RPG video games, it's common for secret areas to be underground. Comparing our situation to a video game, I have a feeling that if we're to be in the game, kill Teru and openly admit it, I think they'd willingly not want to vote for me because of the great service I performed for them. Well, I mean, they'd probably have to vote you out anyway because it's survival
Yeah,
in this case, and usually
Yeah, they're
people's
gonna find out
allegiances
who done
towards others hasn't stopped them from in the past games. Hang on, let me see if I can get this joke on mic now. Okay, I don't know if it caught on mic that time. You're wondering about Gundam too, right? You too, huh?
why?
This is definitely strange. Why is this happening? Why? Why do we have to find the killer? Peko, are you doing okay? You looked like you weren't feeling too well earlier. Don't worry about it. I appreciate your concern. However, there are other things we should be focusing on. I mean, she is right about that.
Damn it!
Damn it! I don't want to go. Is there any way I can run away from this?
Oh, my VTuber model caught it at least.
I did look over and see that, yeah, like at least the motion was there.
Yeah, the motion capture caught it. A huge organization, so my kingdom has been cast in doubt. However, I do not think my government would participate in something like this.
That's weird.
What happened, Hajime? Are you scared? Seriously, you're such a wuss.
Let's stop this bad joke. Why don't we have dinner instead?
I mean, I'm sure Akane would probably be up for that idea.
This is our battle to avenge Byakuya, but I feel quite disheartened.
Let's see. Monokuma Rock. What the? Something shaking? This is dangerous! Everyone, please get down! Ow! Alright then. Something came out!
No way.
Could it be? Is he telling us to enter it?
What? Such a suspicious aura. Even Crimson Steel Elephant Magazine is trembling with fear.
What? That's so totally suspicious!
Hey, forgive me. Seriously, just forgive me already. Hey, why don't we stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. Like, not even remotely.
No way!
There's no way we'll find the killer.
Stupid.
Complaining won't get us anywhere. If you're really a man, then man up for God's sake. We've come this far. We have no choice but to keep moving forward. You're right. There's nowhere for us to run. We need to do it. If that's everyone's decision, I'll just follow you guys. If this were a video game, it'd have a very high difficulty level. Let's do our best to clear the game. Shaking with fear and nervousness, I hesitantly lifted my feet and stepped onto the escalator. I won't think anymore. If I think, I'll run away. All I could do is stare upward intensely as the escalator carried me. And then each of us entered Monokuma Rock.
Where's Rar?
Oh. Down they go.
This is an elevator. I see. This entire rock is an elevator.
Once again, Monokuma is doing what he pleases.
However,
If he's gone this far and made something like this, I don't think he's playing around. Even so, we're going pretty deep.
Hello?
You're right. I heard an unnerving chattering or a sound inside my head. I soon realized it was the sound of my teeth. All I could do was purse my lips tightly so everyone else couldn't hear it. Hey Moodla, how's it going?
Hello?
There we were, listening to unpleasant roars as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper into the earth. Some time passed before the elevator finally finished descending. Yeah, Rao, I really wish that Monokuma put some elevator music in here.
Oh, fucking, I can do that next time then.
That would at least make things a bit less sinister.
I'll just improv some elevator music for you.
And then, as the elevator slowly opened,
Welcome! Okay! Welcome!
dang, gotta give props to Monokuma on this one. This is a way fancier setup than any of the class trials in the last game.
Why, thank you, Ender. I've worked so hard.
Is that background out there looks like it's from one like the first iPad OSs in existence.
Oh my god.
I think that
Oh my God.
kind of dates the existence of the game, but yeah, that's pretty funny.
This is an older game, yeah.
That is true.
This is the class trial field. How do you like it? It's a special place that will decide your face.
Right, you.
Was lurking since Clappy's playing. Thing. Well, thank you for lurking, Moodle. I appreciate it.
What the hell is he thinking? Locking us in a shitty looking place like this?
Don't fuck with me.
Are you fucking crazy? Don't mess with me, asshole!
Complain all you like. I'm used to it by now. Come on! You're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take your seats where your names are written.
Looks like everyone knows. Even if we try to resist, it won't change a thing. Just as Monokuma ordered, we walked towards the seats we had been assigned. From this point on, we need to find out who killed Byakuya. The ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami. He was overly critical, arrogant, and condescending, but he also had a strong sense of responsibility. As we were panicking, he accepted his role as leader and tried his very best to keep us together. A guy like him got murdered. The person who did it is one of us. I can't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. But if it's really true, we need to find out by any means possible, because that's our only option. There's no way for us to survive unless we sacrifice the killer. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. So first things
Alright,
first, I believe... Oh, we got... Okay, so the skill points are directly related to the level.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
wow,
like,
charisma has a
higher level,
very high
more,
SP cost.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so the influence gauge is definitely important. Hey, I think instead of charisma, I'm going to select all the other options. So we got Melodious Voice, that's going to increase damage to the opponent when a statement's destroyed. Algorithm, which increases the speed of memorizing a statement. And Attentive Influence, which increases the influence gauge. Let's see. As for the evidence,
Yeah, let's have a little bit of a review.
we got the Monokuma File 1. Victim's body was discovered in the dining hall of the old building near the Hotel Mirai. Estimated time of death is 11:30 p.m. Victim was repeatedly stabbed over 10 times between the throat and the abdominal region, resulting in death. Aside from that, the body has no other external injuries, and no chemicals such as poison were detected. The body under the table was face down, as if Byakuya were reaching for something. The knife, bloodstained knife found under the table where the body was discovered. A glowing paint-like substance coats it. A pool of blood formed around the body underneath the table. A lot of blood was spattered against the inside of the tablecloth. There was no sign that the body was dragged through the bloodstain, and so he died under that table. The floors of the dining hall were full of gaps, and Gundam dropped one of his earrings through it. It feels like they wouldn't include a piece of evidence like that unless it was significant, which makes me think that if somebody's able to get under the floorboards, they could have stabbed him through the floorboards, and maybe
I guess
used
the
the
only thing
knife that was
matters
taped
is,
under the table as bait to lure him there.
The only thing we need to figure out is where the entrance is at. That's the only thing we don't really know.
That is
Like,
true.
at all.
Sorry, I got Yeah, just the volume of the game slightly, because I think it is a tad. Well, is it on or? No, I think it's fine.
It's good for me.
All right. At least that's my opinion of it, anyway.
We'll find out if it's correct or not.
Let's see. The AC timer. The AC timer in the dining hall was set to 11:30 p.m. Timer in the office was also set to that time, so this was done to overload the circuit breaker. The night vision goggles were found on the table where the body was discovered. Apparently, it came from the supermarket. Byakuya was likely using those to let him see in the dark. Ah, great. Gosh, dang it.
It's censored. It's fine. The plate's there. It's not showing anything. You're good, Ender. Don't worry.
Yeah,
about
I
it.
guess. I tried to move like the face in panic and nearly mess with like the footage, but
Like,
yeah, we're
the
fine.
footage
It
there,
is
you're
censored
fine.
anyway.
Yeah,
During the
you're
black
good, don't worry.
During the blackout, Mikan tripped and fell in the dining hall. By the time the lights came back on, she ended up in a compromising position. The Duralumin case, the case Byakuya had with him, there's a lot of security equipment inside, is a hard plastic case as well. The key to the other Duralumin case is inside there as well. Ibuki was able to discern all the noises people were making. So Mahiru, Kazuichi, Ibuki, Mahiru, Hiyoko, Byakuya, Nagito, Akane, Teruteru, and Sonia were all talking during that scene. The interesting one to note is Teruteru actually managing to make his way in there, despite him previously being in the kitchen. All three of the irons in the storage room were turned on when Nagito found them, more evidence that somebody used the air conditioners to strip the breaker. The bloodstained tablecloth was found randomly stuffed inside a laundry hamper. The gas stove in the kitchen was powered by electricity, which is why Teruteru couldn't use it during the blackout. He poured his heart and soul into cooking the various party dishes, however Akane and Pekka were the only ones that actually ate any. There's the fire doors in the hallways, which can be shut in order to keep fire from spreading throughout the building. Thank you, Toko. Hey, Smallrat, how's it going? The knife found at the crime scene was not included on the kitchen's equipment list. All the dangerous equipment that could be a potential weapon was confiscated by Byakuya. There's an iron plate for barbecuing, a portable stove for cooking the hot spots. So the important thing is that the knife was brought in from outside. Chaki was standing guard outside. Fuyuhiko apparently came to the old building, then walked away. Byakuya got a threatening letter that the first kill will happen tonight, and the author's unknown. Good, how about you? I'm doing just fine. Kazuichi headed straight to the office. This is during the search for Byakuya, and he didn't see anybody there, including Pekko. Mikan's autopsy stated that Byakuya sustained several puncture wounds to his chest and abdomen. They were inflicted with a thin, sharp weapon, roughly 5 millimeters in diameter. Now, the interesting thing is that it mentions diameter, meaning that the weapon would be circular. So it couldn't be the knife that was actually taped under the table, because, again, like I mentioned, diameter implies that it's a circular weapon. Nekomaru kept trying to use the bathroom since before the party started, but someone was using it the whole time. He was able to enter the bathroom after Byakuya's body was discovered. That's all the evidence we got. Let's see. Anything happened with our E-Pet recently? Oh, there is some poop that we can clean up. There we go. And,
What difficulty you want to get into? Remind me.
sorry, what's up?
I was just asking what difficulty you're on.
Oh, I'm on the, I'm on, like, the medium difficulty.
Okay. I was just curious.
So, yeah, I'm on, like, the, average difficulty for everything. I think you can check it in, like, the system menu, can you? I don't think so.
You can if you back out.
Let's see.
There's, like, difficulty or whatever,
Okay, no, you
like-
can't. But, yeah, I have it set to a medium difficulty.
Well,
I
you
guess.
can do it right there.
Oh, wait, there we go.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, I have it on kind. Didn't realize that it was there the whole time, so, yeah.
You're good.
Alrighty.
All right, let's get the show on the
Proceed
road.
to the class trial.
All right.
Hey, Pure Knight.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Oh, hi, Monami! How are you doing?
I think she's just hanging out.
She seems a bit tied up at the moment.
Yeah.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is.
Wanna pop and
and
say hello in the
vote
last
for
room
who
before
done
college?
it.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I super appreciate it, Pure Knight. Pure Night. And yeah, don't worry. I am going to do my absolute best to continue streaming during college. I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. Unlike Monokuma did to Monami.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you
We
pick
are on the same
wrong
wavelength.
person,
Oh yeah, that's how.
I will punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Such a cruel rule.
You're just-
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Gosh dang it, Nagito.
He said it.
Burp,
He
burp,
said
burp,
it.
burp,
Andrew,
burp,
he said
burp,
it. He said
Ba-da-da.
it. He said it.
Burp,
He said
burp.
it. I'm sorry.
Burp, 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 burp. Stop posting about Among Us. I'm tired of seeing it.
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you.
No, I was just quoting like the funny like freak out meme or whatever the heck about the dude that's really mad about Among Us.
Such a sad state of affairs.
I'm not
isn't
going to
it?
leave you hanging. Ender Gamer's last words to his viewers.
By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry.
I mean, I guess if you say so. Also, I don't know if that's a missing texture back there, but that background was just purple.
Where?
Like, I can't really that.
Oh, there? Oh, that's like the hallway, like the interior
All right.
or whatever.
I was just confused
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the hallway background was just bright purple.
I'm the type
Yeah,
who
yeah, yeah,
hates
that's the, like, the
favoritism and
interior or whatever.
prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. He is the very symbol of duality, so it makes sense that he wouldn't really be for favoritism. He's got both. He plays both sides.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
Flashes back to the first version final trial.
No complaining. Let's just settle
I
this
can't
with
hear
our
you.
fists.
La 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 la.
All right then. Well, settle down, Caulifla. We'll figure things out. Okay?
Were you even listening to the rules?
Exactly.
Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall? Huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah. What you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
Exactly.
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
I mean, you're the one that wanted to get into the party later, so.
What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds? The most pressing issue on our minds? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath the table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining hall table, we can start with that. But ultimately, we need to find out who murdered him. If we can't do that, no. Thinking about if is a waste of time. We have to do this, no matter what. So the class trial has finally started. From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at every important moment. I'm sorry, but please excuse my ear-tainting rudeness.
Oh.
As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all of your classmates will speak one after another without any breaks. It's up to you to reveal any lies or mistakes contained within their statements. It means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Out of all the truth bullets you find during your investigation, only the relevant ones will be loaded into the cylinder. Use the mouse to move the reticle and fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements, choose your truth bullet to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you'll automatically fail, so please be careful. You can press the escape key during these arguments to review the controls. Good luck and have fun.
Make your argument.
The knife, the bloodstain under the table, and the gaps in the floorboard. Alright, so we're already starting with 3 truth bullets.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Let's see.
Huh? Why? Obviously by hiding the body. They tried to delay its discovery.
But they didn't move. They didn't
Dog
move.
burying a bone.
I love you, Ibuki.
love it.
Huh? What he just said is strange. It clearly contradicts the information I know.
Why was
So,
Byakuya
we know for a
in
fact that the body was not
After the
moved.
killer murdered, they probably moved the body there.
No, that's wrong.
Still got it. Didn't move it because of the what was listed on the dead body itself.
No, I don't think the killer moved the body.
Huh? Why?
Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table.
It's like Kazuichi didn't even fucking investigate.
True.
You know, there was a lot of blood everywhere.
Or maybe he's
There
just
was no
squeamish around
sign
blood
the
and didn't
killer
want to look at
actually
all
dragged the
that.
body through it.
Oh, maybe.
I mean, to be fair, if somebody was a hemophiliac, they'd probably faint at the sight of that. I mean, we know for a fact that Toko did in the last game, and, well,
Yeah.
we know what happens when she faints.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Oh, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
You'll get him next time, Kazuichi. Hopefully.
Next time, Captain. Next time.
Here's hoping you're not the... I guess Jay... Oh, wait, that's right. That's the name. Here's hoping you're not the, hero of this game and you're only getting your predictions right, 33... You're only getting a right answer 33% of the time.
Hell yeah.
You see, he does kind of feel like he's fulfilling, like, hero's role in the class trial, that being, like, kind of tagging along with everybody else and figuring things out as they go along.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
Dear Lord, Hiyoko, chill out a bit, will ya?
Respond better to praise, you know.
Fair enough.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, he found his body under the table.
The reasons probably weren't unknown,
does make
considering
sense,
that there was the knife under
Why
there.
did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
Poor innocent
Is that what he
Takane.
was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
I mean, yeah, Kazuichi has a point there. Byakuya didn't really seem like the joking type.
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he'd dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
That is true. Reason Byakuya dove under the table. If it's connected to what he was doing during the party, then it's probably has to do with the knife they found under the table. I'm guessing, anyway. Let's see. Connected to Byakuya, that's probably... Let's see.
I can prove it with this.
Aha!
There you go.
It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Byakuya probably noticed the knife
Just
was
because there's blood on a knife doesn't mean the knife was used to stab somebody.
hidden. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment.
That could be.
Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
Okay. Already, it seems like, despite Chiaki's seemingly sleepy personality, she already seems to be kind of taking the lead in the class trial, similar to the way that, gosh dang it, why can't I not... I suck at names.
Kyoko?
Yeah, dang it, that's what it was. I thought that's what it was. It was on the tip of my tongue, but yeah. Similar to the way that
To be fair,
Kyoko was in the
it's-
previous class trial.
To be fair, Ender, it's been a little bit since the first game.
That is
so
true.
You're fine. You're fine.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back
I'm
me up.
surprised you didn't say
Alright
that's
then.
wrong.
Alright then, Peko. What is this supposed proof?
This is almost like a real trial.
She'll never replace Kyoko in my heart. Maybe somebody was just innocently scraping blood off of something with the knife. During the previous statement, there was only one weak spot. From this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. No matter how many weak spots there will only be one liar contradiction and debate at a time. It means there will be false weak spots. If you shoot a false spot with a truth bullet, not only will your favor refute, but you'll lower your trust with everyone and your influence gauge will take damage. If your gauge reaches 0, you will fail. So please be extra careful. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or mistakes. Also, if you concentrate by holding down the space key, you can progress the argument slowly. Please use it whenever you feel like the statements are moving too fast for you to aim. However, this does consume the focus gauge, so please be careful. Press the escape key, you can view the controls. Good luck, and have fun. Alrighty.
Your argument.
Let's see. The knife, the bloodstain, the gaps in the floorboard, the AC timer, and the night vision goggles.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
That sounds correct.
That is true.
If that's the case, during the blackout, Mr. Handhands
Alright.
must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was
Let's
super
see.
pitch black.
It was so dark I couldn't see my food.
That is correct.
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
I
doubt
don't
he could
think
have seen
that's
the killer.
correct. There's a certain object that he must have had in that case with him. It's true, getting under the table during the blackout would have been nearly impossible,
I'm
but
sure Byakuya ducked under the table.
there's a certain something that would let him see under the table.
During the blackout, he must have seen the killer.
But it was
What would that
super.
be?
It was so dark I couldn't see.
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
The night vision goggles that happen to be for sale in the supermarket.
No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
That is exactly what we're saying, Pecco. Come on, keep up.
Yeah, come on, girl.
Seems to be the case.
Truth Bullet sounds like a stand name. It honestly does. It sounds like an 80s era album cover. Like a 80s era rock album.
Use the bullet.
You know, like Deep Silver or Highway Star.
Oh, yeah.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
Eh? Well, this is new!
Obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
What are you doing here, Mahiru? This, So apparently we're not the only one with the Ace Attorney style objections.
Other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Alright then. Were you surprised by Mahiru's sudden argument? Just between
Yes,
you and
you
me,
are.
I was also surprised. Just kidding. I'm sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument resurfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called a rebuttal showdown. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak spots, and argue against them. Please counter the other person's remarks with the WASD keys. Based on the shape of their remarks, it's important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally. And based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew towards their advantage. Bottom right-hand corner, number shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. Number of times you can cut remarks during one round of the debate. Lose counts as sharpness even if you miss, so be careful. When the mood skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. It means the conversation will develop. That happens, they'll end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood towards the other party's advantage. Plus, it's going to be very big.
Big.
Just like a regular debate, please refute any weak spots with the left mouse button. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth blade. Oh, we have swords now! Alright then. You'll not be able to cut an opponent's remark. Huh? What's a truth blade? I'm terribly sorry. It appears there has been a delay in contacting you. I will make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. There won't be any other changes to your handbook menu. Only the name was changed, but don't you think a change in feeling is important? Press the escape key, you can review the controls. Alright then.
Welcome to Rebuttal Showdown.
Knife duralumin case, irons in the storage room. Alright, since we're talking about the night vision goggles.
If you just use common, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
I was literally just pressing down.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Well, this is the first.
Because if they used night vision, they couldn't kill Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality. So those goggles were planted. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words.
The killer didn't bring them. Byakuya brought them. Well, I mean, that one was literally just, I press down button. Just, I press S and stab statements. That's it.
Well, it does get a lot.
I know, that's why they have the use of 3 additional keys, but that's just what I figured anyway. They're talking about the night vision goggles and how it was like the killer that brought them, and the only thing that seemed relevant to that was the Duralumin case, so.
Oh, caught that shit fast. There you go. Especially in a new game mode, so well done.
No, Byakuya is definitely the one that brought the night vision goggles.
But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, we found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well.
Bingo.
Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
I can see why you love her, Clappy, and I gotta be honest, she is swaying me as well.
I know, she's so
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who
love
could have
her.
taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first
Also,
place.
Clappy does not use much smart language either, so it's perfect.
Yeah, that is true. Byakuya was watching the Duralumin case like a hound.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Why does everybody back off of their arguments so quickly? If this was real life, people would be defending those arguments to the death.
No, that's wrong.
It's like, no, that's wrong because I think it's wrong.
Because it doesn't agree with my statements.
It's wrong because it's wrong because that would make me incorrect.
Yeah.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
The fact that that's in quotes makes me think he's not talking about food.
Ew! You totally mean that in a perverted way.
It seems like Hyoko and I had the same idea. The knife was brought in the Duralumin case along with the night vision goggles too. That's not possible. The knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. Should be able to prove it. Duct tape.
I see.
Tonight's main dish was
Tonight's main dish was an option. There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found.
Duct tape. They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid?
Because
Not
the
only
letter
did
he
bring
got.
the self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond, being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
True.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
Is that why one of Gundam's eyes is red and the other is gray? Because one of them is secretly the all-seeing eye?
I actually don't remember the backstory behind the eye.
Well, I'm sure he'd probably use that as his excuse for why he has, I don't know, what's the freaking name of, like, tetrachromacy or whatever the heck, like, different colored eyes? I don't know.
Heterochromia?
Heterochromia, that's what it is. Like, okay. No, yeah, heterochromia, that's it.
Okay, I did a good heck you remember.
So then if somebody has the same colored eyes, if somebody has two of the same colored eyes, wouldn't that be homochromia?
I just want to say it. Same thought. I was just like, wait, he noticed it. Oh no.
I see that in chat as well, Claffy. No, that's wrong. Ah! You shot me.
That's
Ah!
a bullet. Shit.
It's like, that was an actual bullet. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, what have I done?
You think so too, right, Hajime?
That's right, Byakuya probably knew there was a possibility that a murder would occur. Because he happened to get a threatening letter.
With this. Everyone, can you please
Does
take
that
a
mean
look
that
at this?
homophobic people hate everyone because their eyes are homochromic? Huh.
What? Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. How vague and potentially ominous.
Hey, the hell is this?
It's a murder threat, Fuyuhiko. You think being the head of the Yakuza, you would have gotten a few of those.
Hey, listen here, you
Hajime
little
and I
shit.
found this in Byakuya's cottage. It looks like a threatening letter someone sent for him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
How'd you move your hand, Monami? You're tied up.
Listen,
It's a video game. Don't worry about it, Ender. Also, the fact that you don't worry about a talking robotic bear. But oh no, Monami can move her arm. That's where you draw the line?
That's because I'm used to your presence at this point, Monokuma.
Oh.
I spent an entire game with you. At this point, I'm perfectly accustomed to your existence.
What are you talking about, Ender? I'm your headmaster, and you're a new student. I've never seen you before.
Hey. But yeah, apparently Monokuma needs to work on his not tying merit badge because he didn't tie up Monami tight enough.
can't come up with anything.
Just, wow, for the first time in his life, Monokuma is silent.
The only lies I tell are friendly lies.
Huh.
Those are still lies.
She's got a point.
Doesn't matter who wrote it yet.
And also, both of her arms out.
Yeah,
So
now,
one arm
now
is
she's managed to
perfectly-
wiggle both of her arms free.
So one arm is out of the question, but two arms is just like, this is fine.
Now Clappy's pointing out my inconsistencies as well.
No, that's wrong.
He probably decided
I'm
to
sorry,
throw a
I'm
party
making this
because
wrong
of the
arm.
letter.
You stupid.
What do you mean? By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act. But the letter might have been just a little prank. As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk.
Byakuya doesn't do jokes.
Strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
You should have told us you received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone?
He always was the lone wolf type.
I see. Strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undue.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
We're getting to it. We're getting to it, Caulifla. Settle down.
Well, obviously,
All
the
right,
killer.
if you're the blackened, raise your hand.
The killer. Is it really one of us? Who is it? That's what we're trying to figure out, Hajime!
Hajime,
You'd
we've
think
been here
you're-
for like, what, a half hour now?
Exactly.
Like, come on, dude.
We've been trying to figure that out for the last half hour! I thought you were
Hey,
faster than everybody else. Come on.
Like, Hajime, what the fuck, my boy?
Overused meme. Who's the one who killed Byakuya?
I saw just like, he's gonna say it. He's gonna say it.
Enough
He's gonna
already!
say it.
Show yourself, you coward!
Oh.
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
Raise your hand.
It basically has the same kind of energy as that. So I
Yeah.
can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet.
pardon me. Can I say something, please?
Huh.
Well, you were
so,
voiced, so I guess so.
Sonia is the most cordial debater I have ever seen in the Danganronpa series thus far.
What is it, Miss
The ultimate
Sonia?
princess.
Kazuya's taken full advantage of the fact that I can't say a certain word on Twitch.
Can I say it?
I don't know if you're allowed to say it
I
either.
regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles,
Maybe I'll just type into the
how did the
chat
killer
instead.
manage
No,
to
no.
navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore
There,
some
there,
sort of mark,
there you go.
it would've been
Just
difficult to see it in that
just
dark.
add an A to the end, and it's not TOS breaking anymore. Problem solved.
Well, it's because it's also like soda.
That is true.
So, yeah. so-
Simple. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's clever, Rao. Definitely used a bar. Because of this, the killer is able to get the knife from under the table. Glowing paint. The tablecloth. Yes, they marked the knife with the tablecloth.
With
Genius.
that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
And they
They
did.
had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark.
Bingo.
Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
I mean, that is a pretty logical, step in the argument.
office with the circuit breaker.
Kazuichi, we literally talked about before the trial how nobody could reach that thing.
Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama.
Didn't he make that point during the investigation
Island
himself, I
not big
think?
enough for 2 glasses wearers.
Actually, yeah! He made that point during the investigation!
I just realized I didn't catch that the first time I played this.
Maybe his pink hair isn't actually due to hair dye, it's due to his brain leaking out of his head. Good grief. Well, she said it so matter-of-factly, so she must be true.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess she's not.
Gosh dang it, Akane! You weren't supposed to go along with my reasoning!
Yeah, what a valid point. I mean, I
Good grief.
How can you believe her so easily?
Kazuichi, you're not in a position to talk here.
Echo's height. I don't
Thank you, finally! Somebody has a voice of
I
reason.
don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
Well, there's one problem with not caring about a technicality like that. You're the one who brought up the technicality!
I didn't realize how bad.
That's like saying, oh, this knife isn't the murder weapon. 5 minutes later, they use the knife to kill them!
Looks like this person died of poisoning. They were diabetic. They had a soda.
God.
Called to death.
I remember seeing like the most cursed thing ever where it's just like, is diabetes just damage over time? I'm an insulin is the antidote. Does insulin stack? It's like defense. It's like attack and defense stacking in Dokkan, only instead it's with insulin.
Diabetes.
And and diabetic people are the only units in the game that can't stack, so they have to use held items. God. Oh wow, I really am going to the bad place at the end of my life, huh? With the jokes I've made.
I mean, we called Byakuya fat like at least 6 times.
Yeah, that's true. If that didn't seal our fate, I think that sealed our fate already, and this just made it way worse.
I'll see when we get there, Andrew. It'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll
We'll
see.
get there.
I mean, hey, at least if we do end up in the bad place, we can make each other laugh our asses off, so it's not as painful.
Hell yeah.
By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Peko was the one who caused the blackout. Is that really what happened? At this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. That's new. If we call the weak spots you've seen up until now argue spots, the blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots.
I adore this mechanic.
Actually, yeah, that does make a lot of sense, because in a lot in the previous game, people said like statements that were true that other people would try to refute. So it makes a lot more sense to simplify things and make like the agree spots where you like support somebody's statement. Plus, it doesn't necessarily mean I have to make people mad all the time, so I'm happy with it.
It's such a small, simple change, but I love this addition so much.
It adds like another layer to thinking about the trials, because I'm guessing there are probably also going to be false agree spots. So you have to like agree with the right people or disagree with the right people. When shooting agree spots with true bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct. When your truth bullets merge with their weakness, it will become a logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here? From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. If you press the escape key, you can review the controls. Good luck and have fun.
Make your argument.
Teruteru's account, Chiaku's account, Nekomaru's account.
There's so many accounts. Is this
Since
a bank?
Peko was in the office,
Are the Gmail servers?
at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office? That's clearly a desperate excuse.
Let's see. Just listening to Peko's testimony, it's not weird to doubt her, but I feel like I spoke to someone during the investigation who totally backs up her testimony. So let's see. Is there any way to check the check this stuff during
She
the
could have caused the blackout at any time.
Oh wait, that's right, there we go. Okay, so it's the accounts.
I had to
Let's
do
see.
the same thing.
Let's see, Kazuichi heads straight to the office. He didn't see anyone there, including Peko. Let's see. Okay, so the gas stove doesn't make much sense. Nekomaru's account doesn't necessarily agree with her either. Let's see, so it's only Teruteru, Chiaki, and... Let's see.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Oh, you didn't check Chiaki's, actually.
Oh yeah, that's right. So you didn't check Chiaki's. Let's see. There we go. When Chiaki was standing guard in the old building, Fuyuhiko apparently came to the building and then walked away. Let's see. So, I mean, it feels like Nekomaru's account kind of seems like the most relevant, because we can guess that Peko was in the... Maybe this? There we go! Consent!
Yeah, it's...
No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
Just,
Yeah.
I consent to this point!
I consent to agreeing
Don't
with you.
tell me you're crushing on Peko.
Kazuichi, you're in no position to talk, you simpleton!
It's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
Oh my god.
I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started, and it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko.
I guess that would be... true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
Kazuichi, people don't casually like to talk about locking themselves in the bathroom for an extended period of time.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
I swear. That's like... We've done it, ladies and gentlemen. We have reached 100 points in this series where I have said something and then an in-game character has backed up exactly what I said. I am on the same wavelength as the video game at this point. How is this happening? I have no idea.
Ender, are you a video game? Video game? Where are we? Wait a second.
I am... Just, I am only my VTuber model. I exist inside the computer. The bit about going to college was a lie so I could play more Warframe.
Hello? Ender, are you in there? Hello? Are you in my desktop computer? Hello?
I haven't figured out how to jump computers yet, but I think I could get out through the Ethernet cable.
Oh, hell yeah.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit.
What is? Her argument? Or what was happening in the bathroom?
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
Well, I mean, he is the ultimate team coach, so... I mean, it's not exactly very improbable to think.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
That is true. We shouldn't worry about the semantics of the issue.
The smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I think he's supposed to be reassuring.
I said it's fine.
Blushy Pecco is still adorable.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to...
Oh my...
Dark.
I can't even yell at Clappy for this because it's the game doing this voice acting.
Seriously, stop it.
Thank you, Hajime.
Your stomach pain. Is that really just a coincidence?
Stop it.
Hey, what's the deal? Don't start into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigation.
Wow, you can't... I can't play Clappy, but I can. Clappy!
Yes, Ender? What can I do for you?
I think Rao wants to have a word with you.
A word? How many letters is in this word? Wow. Rao
was pulling out the horny bat.
Oh my, don't threaten me with a good time. Would you like to get to know me a little bit better, Mr. Rao?
I mean, the problem is we can't even really send Terra Terra to horny jail because all the other horny people are in there as well.
Wow.
And we know by this point that he... And we full well know by this point that he does indeed swing both ways.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Oh, like you've done much debating in your life, Fuyuhiko.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
Oh god, the horny bat only makes him stronger.
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Okay, this guy actually has better thought process than I thought he did.
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I mean, his reasoning is sound, but it seems pretty difficult that somebody would get access to laxatives. I mean, actually no, they could very well have been in the supermarket. Alright, yeah, Fuyuhiko does have some sound reasoning. It's just he's thinking Yakuza murder plot logic instead of sudden high schooler murder plot logic.
I see. That might have happened.
The question is whether Pecco's stomach ache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically.
Make your argument.
Knife.
Trapu.
I already see the AC timer.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it...
You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that.
Let's see.
Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Let's see. Based on the, whether Pecco's stomach ache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it, we need to clarify that first.
Did you eat any...
So if I check... I'm actually having to check this a lot more often. Let's see. Yeah, Teru. Yeah, Akane and Peko, like, Akane ate them as well, and she didn't have to go to the bathroom either.
I don't remember eating it. Now that you brought food to the office just a little bit from...
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think? No,
There couldn't have been, because Peko ate some of the food as well. So then, if there were laxatives in it...
It's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall, because Peko wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
Bingo.
I feel totally fine.
Attempts to draw Clappy as Teru. The character's called Trapu.
Clappy, clappy. Listen, Rao. I could make a Monokuma thing out of your sauna.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a sin.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Oh, wow. Alrighty then.
Is this bickering? Let's just dismiss Peko's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Good idea, Mikon.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
And Hiyoko immediately ruins it.
Trashy skank?
As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's actually important. So we need to make it clear how the blackout occurred. AC timers.
Make your argument.
There's the storage room. Let's see. Nakamura's account. Okay, seems like the only one that actually makes sense here is the irons in the storage room. Let's
Breaker,
see.
and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
That makes
maybe
sense.
they caused a power surge?
There.
I agree with that.
I consent to that.
I consent to your argument.
It's just as Mayu said. The blackout was caused by a power surge. Of course, that's not a coincidence.
Fucking killing it so
Someone
far, dude.
caused
Look at you go.
intentionally. Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout. When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Ow! Alright then.
Hold on a second, let me speak too!
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
Alright then. Let's see.
If the irons in the storage room caused them for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who was when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
Advance!
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall were
Slash.
the irons caught, then the killer had to go to the storage room
dang it.
and turn on the
Right.
iron. Now do you intend
I
to
missed
take
the
back what you
actual
said?
weak point statement. 2 of the irons were responsible for the blackout. This shouldn't be the only
People
reason.
in the dining hall weren't able to cause. If the irons caused the blackout,
The irons didn't cause the blackout. The AC timer did. I missed like the yellow text on there and accidentally stabbed it. That was bad.
Irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct
Damage you like. You still got a no damage run going so
direct
far,
trigger.
dude.
That is technically
When the air
true.
conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
the air conditioners.
The timers
Bingo.
for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
Stop with that.
The world's first Monokuma Protogen. That actually would look pretty interesting.
Monokuma Gen.
The Monokuma Jin.
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout.
No, instead of the Protogen, it would be the Monogen.
Monogen.
See, I understand. Indubitably.
Very impressive vocabulary there, Nekomaru.
Indubitably?
So, yeah, I figured you would have heard that word. Somebody say that
check
before.
the old
Either that or
building's
maybe she's
energy
shocked by the fact
usage in
Nekomaru
advance.
used such a large
Use
word.
the irons
I
to
think it's
nearly
that
max
one.
it out.
You know, that word was almost as large as Byakuya. You can see him in the top. He's in the top right corner, silently judging me like, really? Even after I'm dead, you are still making fat jokes about me.
You still decide to insult the Tagami name. Is that true, Ender? I hold a lot of power in this world. I'm not afraid to use it to squash commoners like you.
I will use my wealth and power even after my death to make sure your life is ruined. I will have you crushed with my coffin. Oh. I mean, that would make sense considering how large of a coffin it would have to be. Okay. I walked into that one. I will give you that one. Good grief. Now it's gotten to the point where I'm having arguments with myself. And I'm somehow winning. Oh, good grief. What has this game done to me?
It's okay, Ender. Let's
So
continue.
once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, too.
I can't understand that big of a word.
Let's use it anyway. Indubitably.
Regarding the energy usage,
Byakuya is dead. Indubitably.
Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Makes a stream highlight compilation video of every time Ender makes fat jokes about Byakuya.
If your VODs are still up, Ender, that
No, yeah, I've been
you.
making sure to upload the VODs of all of the Danganronpa streams onto the YouTube channel, so someone very well could make a compilation of that.
Wait, could we access it by... Oh, I didn't know if I had a command for it.
No, sorry, I do not have a command for it, but here, I'll copy paste the link in chat. I really need to update like
wait,
my social feed and everything with that.
If we go to youtube.com/endergamer, we can find VODs of past streams?
Unfortunately, I'm not
What?
important enough for YouTube to give me a specific channel link. So for now, the only thing I have access to is this really long string of letters, but let me... There we go. If you go to
So
that,
wait a second.
it will give you access to the channel, which is going to show you all of the VODs that I've made. I've made a point of like starting to save all of the VODs and everything.
If we go to that link, we can watch past streams if we have missed out and possibly catch up on games if we watch these at a later date.
Exactly. I started the VODs back like a month ago, and so far I have the entirety of the Omori Let's Play and the Danganronpa 2 Let's Play on there, as well as a few miscellaneous videos. So do feel free to check that out if you want to catch up on some of the past videos. I'm going to be updating it again soon with the other Danganronpa videos from last week and everything else as well.
Hell yeah.
I should have that stuff up by the end of the stream around later tonight.
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet!
Alright, my
Wow.
fucking Karen.
I was going to compliment Mahiru on being so brave as to stand up to Monokuma. Meanwhile, Clappy, on the other her hand, is taking Monokuma's side and calling her a Karen.
I prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. But even so, I feel regret.
No point in regretting something you can't stop, Pekko. Don't worry about
If I
it.
was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
If you're gonna blame anything, blame your own stomach.
No, the breaker in the office.
I mean,
was
yeah,
built into a
again,
high area of
Nagitsu's
the
bringing
wall
up the
that's
point of how high
impossible to
high up
reach.
the breaker was. Although I suppose she could have used her sword to reach it.
Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
I mean, depending on how long the sword is, usually like swords of that... It seems like her sword is at least around, like, half her body height, so she may have very well been able to do it. Who knows? But even still, it's the issue of navigating through the dark to get to the breaker anyway, so it's not likely she could have tripped in the first place.
Sounds like you don't.
We can argue about hypotheticals all day long, but we'll just be here, like I meant, like, as previously mentioned, all day.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
Why are you saying that so smugly?
It's alright. You don't have to worry. Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
Okay, the way Nagito is saying this, I'm starting to think that my them staging a murder to give everybody else hope is starting to become more and more likely. Like, I'm starting to think that Nagito is a serious suspect here. Huh?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all. In the end, hope always wins.
Okay, he's starting to be... Okay, he's starting to look a tad bit delusional.
Nagito? What happened to
Or
you?
a little psychotic.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Dead meme.
He said it, Ender. Every time.
Hey.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident.
Is Nagito the Toko of this
now,
game?
We found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building.
Okay, is it just me, or am I starting to notice his animations looking more and more psychotic?
What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
I mean, Hyoko's got a point.
Even though
As much as I hate to admit it.
arguing for so long?
Fortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killing. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway,
Good grief.
I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely a psycho.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you.
Is the game showing us the opposite end of the spectrum? What happens when somebody gets way too obsessed with hope? It's like there's Monokuma, who's way too obsessed with despair, and then there's Nagito, who, at this point, seems a bit too obsessed with the concept of hope.
Suspecting each other like this.
Oh boy.
There's no way that's healthy behavior.
Like, at this point, he's going K-pop stan levels of crazy for the concept of hope.
Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is. Can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
Nagito Hopaeda.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too. Please, take me home already. I want to go home and eat candy.
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Good grief, is everyone gonna start crying?
Calm down. We're all friends.
Gonna break.
Aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
Either that or this is more elaborate setting himself up. See, again, more Chiaki acting like the Kyoko of this game. Ow.
You were saying?
You were saying? Even Nagito's just in silence.
Did you say something?
Okay, now he just looks like edgy E-boy. Like, now he just...
from Yu-Gi-Oh! in a visual novel.
I activate the field spell, Fiend Sanctuary.
I activate Destiny Board.
However, finally, since this is a more edgier visual novel, Destiny Board can finally spell out death instead of final. I remember hearing like a story a long time ago of somebody who went to like a Yu-Gi-Oh, like a YCS or something, and to every opponent he beat, he handed them a copy of Destiny Board L. I'm not kidding. He was literally handing out L's. I mean, on one hand, that's kind of a dick move, but on the other hand, I have to admire the balls on that guy.
It's so genius. I love it.
I mean, honestly, it is. Disney!
Disney?
Just a word more scary than death? What is it? More scary than final? What is it, death? No. Disney. Sir, he said it! He said the name of our competition! It's fine, we can still allow this to exist. Understood. All hail 4Kids! God, Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged is hilarious. Anyways.
You know who the killer is?
I mean, kind of. I have some theories. Danganronpa theories! I'm gonna get shanked.
I don't know, but we do have a clue about a suspicious person, I think.
I see. Then care to tell me...
Okay.
What's this clue you're talking about?
Okay, now that Nagito's starting to become a bit more psychotic, I actually have to give massive props to the art department for him specifically. Like, all the art in the series has been really good at showing the character's emotions, but Nagito's art, in a different context, can have two entirely different meanings. Like, at the beginning of the game, if Nagito was making this expression, I'd think, oh, he's nice and welcoming. But now, in this context, with this text, this is starting to look more psychotic than welcoming. And the development's completely natural. I honestly love the artwork for this guy. And that's massive impressive. That's really impressive.
He has a good, like, little sprite sheet. It's really good.
Getting hard to stay awake. Good night. Night, Moodala. Hope you have a great night.
First of all,
Good night, Muda. Thanks for coming on
how
by.
the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Before? She asking how the killer got that close to the table. Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint, in order to do that, they needed to get close to the table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. My hero's diagram might be useful here.
The diagram
That is true.
where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
Yep, there's Nagito. Just as I thought, this diagram is the clue. Who the killer is and how they're able to move the table in the dark. It's clearly shown in this diagram. First, we need to discuss how the killer was able to move to the table in the dark. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark.
Spot selection.
Okay, so it could obviously be the glowing paint, but that wouldn't help them move to the table itself. They'd only be able to see that once it got under the tablecloth. So instead, there was a specific detail that was pointed out on the drawing.
Here!
Oh, wow.
cord
I
to the
should've left that
lamp.
wire there. I chose the lamp itself and that worked.
Ah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I guess you could choose the desk lamp or the wire.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
Of course, there's no way they used the desk lamp's light. They actually used the power cord.
Prove it with this. They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table and use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And who was standing right next to that power cord?
Storage room.
The only person here who could have possibly done it.
Whose name is Storage Room?
Just, who here is named Storage Room?
Wait, no one? This makes no sense.
No, this doesn't make any sense.
It was you, wasn't it?
I'm sorry.
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
That's a dumb joke.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito.
Bingo.
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
Because he was one of only 2 people that was there early before Byakuya showed up. Because he was cleaning the dining room.
I see! Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
And set the AC timers. And plug in the irons. And everything else.
Power cord and the time you spent cleaning. You're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously, that's all just a coincidence.
If it was one of those factors alone, it would be a coincidence. If it's all of them together, either you're the unluckiest person on the planet, which would be ironic considering your lucky student title, or you planned this.
If it was just one coincidence,
Again, Ender. Again.
That makes 101!
is something like that even possible?
This needs to be another compilation as well. I'm just reading, like, game
Did
says
you
something.
give yourself
You
cleaning
respond.
duty on
Game
purpose so
also
you could
says
hide the
same
knife
thing.
under the table?
Game responds with the same thing I just said.
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
That is true, which means he could have also sent that threatening note to Byakuya. To be honest, I already prepared a drawing because I assumed something like this would happen. To go to the trouble of preparing this, just what did you think would happen? Whoever draws the chopstick with the red mark on it will be in charge of cleaning, okay? Actually, I lied. They're not chopsticks, they're cheese sticks. I keep them in my pockets because I get hungry sometimes.
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
Just, Akane is just over there taking notes. Genius!
My god. Practical and delicious.
Regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
Oh my god.
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already.
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito, say something.
Okay, yep, there's the psychotic sprite.
Here it comes.
Oh, that's terrifying!
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death. How wonderful. How beautiful it is.
Huh?
Okay, this guy is a bit of a nutcase. Those eyes. At that moment, Nagito's eyes, the darkness in his eyes shone brightly as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along.
Huh.
I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
Ibuki, you are not the only one who thinks that, trust me.
I never expected Byakuya to have night vision guns.
And again, the fact that this sprite alone can convey warm happiness or complete and utter psychotic insanity.
Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out. With the twist ending like this. I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery.
But if you ask me, that twist wasn't very twisty.
Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Lie? That's outrageous. There's no way someone like me could have lied to you guys.
That was a... Well, actually... He didn't... He never technically lied, did he? Yeah, he actually never lied about any of this. He was leading us straight to
I
this.
understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless. I'm too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. I'm too disdainful to actually try at anything.
So my theory was correct, and this was his plan from the very beginning. See, it kind of looks like Jinko if it was bleached.
The thick plottins ender.
I've made
The
peace
thick
with the fact that
plottins.
I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant hero who can't do anything right.
Colonel,
your
I'm trying to be a simple class trial, but my plot is dummy thick. My plot is dummy thick, and all of my different twists and turns keep alerting the guards.
And all of my lies keep attracting truth bullets.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
Oh my fucking god.
He seems like the sort
This
of
is why I
person
always
whose
look
eyes
forward
light
to
up
these
while watching
streams.
Friday
This is
the 13th.
amazing.
Just like me.
Sonia, you probably shouldn't have included that last part.
That's quite the hobby you have there.
Okay, so my future prospects for a girlfriend, my future girlfriend prospect might be a bit psychotic. But I mean, hey, I can dig it. I mean, hey, I can dig it. This guy, is he the real Nagito?
Hey, Nagito, if you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
102?
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody
If that's the
else
case, he has absolutely atrocious handwriting. Here I thought mine was bad.
Right.
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Caulifla's about to burst cannon this guy into the next galaxy.
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was...
I mean, either that or finally achieve Super Saiyan 3. For about 5 seconds.
Maybe.
Okay, slight tangent, but I am still absolutely infuriated by the fact that during the Tournament of Power in Dragon Ball Super, Goku used Super Saiyan 3 for all of 5 seconds. Like, I know it's like, oh, the power consumption isn't economical in this current key climate, or whatever the heck, but still, like,
That's the current economy.
it's one of my favorite in this current key economy, but it's one of my favorite forms in the entire series. It's the form that had the whole 10 minutes of screaming. And the point where that whole meme even started from. And the fact that it's shown for all of 5 seconds and never mentioned again, like, I'm pretty sure Goku's first encounter with Beerus and the Tournament of Power are the only times in DB Super where Super Saiyan 3 is used or even acknowledged. Like, because I can't think of off the top of my head any other time where Super Saiyan 3 is even used.
Yeah, because typically he just goes like either Super Saiyan or...
Yeah, he either goes 2 or God. Or Blue, but it still just infuriates me because I love that form.
Yeah, I can see the appeal behind it.
Anyways, minor tangent about Dragon Ball Super's writing aside.
Although I will say, I fucking hate the term Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Yeah, I like Blue a lot.
Yeah, Blue makes a lot more sense. I still love how the whole origin of that phrase in the manga was just like, because like Goku bit his tongue trying to refer to both his form and him and Vegeta in that form, so then Whis came up with like, how about Super Saiyan Blue instead, so you don't sound like absolute idiots when you're yelling at each other. And just get to fighting already.
Yeah.
Then how about that old looking building near the hotel? Well, if it's just cleaning, leave it to me. I'm actually pretty good at it.
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
I mean, after all, with Peko being the ultimate swordswoman, it does make sense that she'd be one of the only people that could try to stop him. Well, not only is the storage room packed with stuff, it's hard to see in there and full of cobwebs. And I was so busy cleaning the dining hall that I didn't even have time to clean the storage room. He also used that as a lie to keep people away from the storage room so they wouldn't notice all the irons that were turned on. You stayed in there for a long time. I think it would have been bad for your health. In that case, why don't you guard the office in that case?
Oh, I get it. If Peko was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
102!
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions.
Why should that be 103? Because the thing with Sonya and just...
Yeah, so I guess 103 in this case.
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
Ultimate lucky student. Ultimate baby face!
I see!
Nah, that's a certain somebody who would probably get me shanked for calling him that.
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
I'm not getting at anything. I'm saying that I respect you too much to insult you with such a lowly and pathetic insult.
Yeah, okay. That's more like it. Back to the trial.
You just relied on your luck?
Just relied on your luck? Yeah, you know, how I managed to pull AGL UI Goku and Int Blue Evolution Vegeta being a free-to-play player during the anniversary event. I just relied on my luck.
It's not just luck.
I
sucks, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
Huh? I'm left with the red mark? For someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now.
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. But it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty. Just like I wanted.
Oh, it's actually a mobile game, Rao. It's a bit complicated to explain on stream, but I'm sure Clappy, Salty, or some of the other guys in the Discord will be able to explain how the game is played.
Oh, hell yeah.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed, it's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter. That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this psycho.
Please, Monokuma! Please, wait!
Huh? The fuck?
I think Mikan's about to bring up the autopsy.
How should I put this? It is
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
The uncertainty in Terra's voice right there.
What are you talking about?
I already know
He said himself right there.
You'll see. You'll see.
If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke.
Good lord. Okay. I feel like at some point in this game, there's going to be a... Hey, Dragon Oasis, thank you for the raid. I super appreciate it. Welcome on in. How are you all doing tonight? I hope you're all having a fantastic evening. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Ender. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch, and tonight we're playing some Danganronpa 2. We're doing the first trial with my amazing friend Clappy, who you should definitely go and check out.
What? I left the stove on.
But anyways, let's see.
Hi everyone, I'm also here. Hi.
Clappy sent me. I'm tired. Tell Clappy he owes me up. Clappy!
I didn't say. Okay, listen. He DM'd me. I said I was doing voice stuff for you.
Alright.
That's all that I said. I didn't say, hey, raid Ender.
Fair enough.
That was on
Let's
his
see.
own. That's on him.
Let's see. Oh, you guys were playing some League. How was that? I have been playing League a bit on occasion. I still suck at it, but I am getting better steadily. Might stream some more League in the future. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like at some point there's going to be a point in the series where, like, okay, I know my predictions have been, like, very on the mark with this series so far, but honestly, I feel like at some point there's going to be a murder where Mikan just snaps and decides to finally off Hiyoko for insulting her one too many times.
I mean, with how clumsy Mikan is?
I mean, either that or she could just accidentally trip while holding, like, a syringe or something and stab her in a vital artery. Nice. JG main, but yeah, League is the same. Hey, gotta do some stuff, stay safe. Thank you so much for the raid again, Dragon, I appreciate it. Hope you have a great night. But yeah, at some point, Mikan's just going to snap and going to kill her, because in a lot of these kinds of, like, series, it always seems like the quiet, insecure type always ends up turning into, like, a murderer when they're pushed too hard.
Might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
Thank you, Sonia.
But we know who the killer is.
Terra has become a lot more talkative.
Simply listening is acceptable. However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
From this point on, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Wow, white noise is coming in already. I thought they only did that during the second trial in the first game. But yeah, I figured this wasn't going to be a straightforward trial. This is a sequel to the in that case, all it means is that explanation didn't mean anything at all. It had no meaning whatsoever if you're playing on the lowest difficulty, which I'm not. Oh, please don't worry, I'm not going to fall into despair. Even though it's meaningless, allow me to say one more thing. Won't be able to shoot down the white noise. That'll be explained later. Ow. So they're not even letting me shoot down the white noise yet. It's just there.
Make your argument.
Well, at least it's not
sort of
going to
like
be, at least it's not going to be shooting. Okay, this one's pretty obvious.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
Yep, can't shoot it down yet.
He has already confessed.
Being unable to shoot down the white noise is infuriating me.
I know, I was just like, I want to click the shit out of
the
it.
knife you hit.
Then let's prepare to cast our votes.
So, we know that he did not kill him with the knife because Mikan's autopsy report lists something more akin to a sharp, thin object, a puncture wound rather than a stab wound.
With the knife you hit. No, that's wrong.
I know
That
the music's
knife
so
might not be the
fucking
murderer.
good, isn't it?
There really is.
Right, Mikon?
What the hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
I said it before. Just because a knife has blood on it doesn't mean it was used to shank somebody.
Based on the entry placed on Yakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife.
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse.
I mean, we'll all be dead before you can even do that for you, Hiko. I mean, but fair enough, I guess. I mean, he certainly has the connections to do it.
Hey, why are you threatening her?
Is this
Because he's the leader of the Yakuza. He can do these kinds of
As long as
things,
we
and
can't
it's not
prove
just
that
empty
the
air
knife
either.
is the murder weapon. We can't assume that I'm the killer.
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
I'll take your place, Ralph. Please no.
Hey, don't blame me.
I
That's the
mean,
one who said it.
listen.
Listen.
There's a market for it somewhere.
Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding
Hey, Rao,
something?
is it okay if I integrate my USB with your port?
He's got to download some firmware updates, if you know what I mean.
That we don't know about?
Just make sure to, disable your firewall.
Don't forget to have your Norton antivirus installed.
Who knows?
Yeah, that was Tur's voice.
This
No!
tend to hide.
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent.
So,
Piss
wait,
me
are you
off.
okay if it's not Terra's voice?
What happened during the blackout?
Also, hi, Six.
Ugh! If you
Hey,
close
Six.
your eyes like this,
I'm doing just
it
fine.
gives you double vision.
Gosh dang it, Ibuki. We're doing just fine. The class trial seems to be, the Thick seems to be plotting even more and more.
Don't get distracted. Our lives are at stake, you know?
Come on, Kazuichi, there's always time for a good joke to be cracked. I'm pretty sure we've made like 50 of them in between character dialogue lines.
Whose life is at stake?
Steak.
Steak. I'm honestly surprised that Akane didn't interject after that with, the steak.
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever
hydrate.
metaphor?
I'll hydrate with
Despite
you,
the
my
fact
boy.
that it came from me.
No, that's not it.
Not it. What's not it?
Truth is beyond our sight. That can't be it. There should be some way to find out what happened in the dark. Somebody with excellent hearing.
But who? Could that be Ender? Oh my god, you found it out.
Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
For reals? Don't act so
You were
surprised.
the one who told me, didn't you? Everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this.
Ah, don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on. I can't eat like this, you know.
Honestly, again, Byakuya shouting what's going on followed by this is makes it sound like he found the knife.
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from
Nagito,
the
now
ultimate
is not the time
musician.
for dick sucking. We're currently trying to prove that you didn't murder everybody so you don't get us all killed.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face
God,
style thinks
Clappy, this is not an ASMR stream. I'm not nearly pretty enough to get away with that. Yes, dude.
I'm sorry.
Didn't even censor yourself. I'm a big kid now. I don't need to censor my swears. Even though I
Yeah,
usually
fuck
do
yeah.
out of habit.
Yeah, fuck yeah, Ender. Don't let no one tell you
with your
otherwise.
knife of truth.
Anyway, back to the small, sassy child insulting everyone.
After hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark,
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
it almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
They put a quarter in the swear jar.
Well, that's actually what happened.
I got an apology jar for you. Another.
Oh, yeah.
As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a
That's
small
great.
confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya. He
Shoved you out?
just as the
Yep.
blackout occurred. I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife, but Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
Nagito, enough self-depreciation. We gotta figure out who the actual murderer is now. We can listen to your pity party later. So Byakuya stopped him when he was trying to get the knife, and he got shoved out from under the table before he could even grab it? Well, it sounds plausible. I mean, just from listening to what they both said at that time. How many times are they going to replay the dialogue?
What's going on here? This is...
What's going on here? This is... Ow!
This is... Ow!
Alright, I'm not gonna forget this. Sassy Proto beep boop. No, actually, now I think about it, it sounds like exactly what happened.
Shoved out from under the table. I was just as confused as you
Enter
guys.
the detective bun. I need like a monocle, like a detective hat, and like one of those stereotypical pipes. So it's like, elementary, my dear Watson. Or I guess rather in this case, it would be elementary, my dear Clappy. But it's like it's one of like the fake pipes. It's one of like the fake pipes from like the kids shows that blows bubbles out of it instead.
Before I realized it, the lights had come back on.
Just Sherlock Gamer.
Sherlock Gamer. Just, do you think the it's like, Sherlock Holmes' favorite video games are clearly the Ace Attorney series and Danganronpa. That's how he got so good at solving murders. Don't ask me how he got them in like the 1800s. Maybe he owned a time machine.
Are you saying you're not the killer?
Up, I'm seeing a high trade. A step straight up.
Hey,
Ender.
Arctic.
Ender.
Yeah, gosh dang it, Arctic. I am cute.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We got Ender to admit it. He said it. Clip it.
I swear, Rao has clipped every single time I have said that.
From the very beginning.
Congratulations,
the idea
Ender.
to
How's
throw
it
a
feel?
party, hiding the knife, setting up the blackout. It was all going according to plan.
You know, if Monami was a bit closer, I could make a very, very naughty joke right now.
Ender.
And given Mikan's expression, I'm just saying,
Oh
somebody
my
could
God,
make a
Ender.
very bad joke about this.
Ender.
What? Somebody can make a very bad joke.
Redeem.
And all thanks to Byakuya's night vision.
Okay, it's fine. Now Monami's just kicking her in the head instead.
Ender. There's another one.
What happened after that?
Hey.
Even I don't know. You killed?
I'm going
you're
drum roll
not the
for
one
some
who killed Byakuya?
long Ender, please.
Right back to square one.
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth.
Ender, goddammit! This is so redeemed.
Oh, gosh dang it. Sorry, Rao. I am cute. I didn't notice that because I thought that was part of the hydrate and sit up straight earlier. Gosh dang it.
Oh no, Arctic Redeem wanted to notice Rao.
You need to have hope. Do your best and move
Double
forward.
whammy.
The
Rise
double
into the
whammy.
challenge again and
Good
again
job,
is
Chad.
why you guys are the
Proud of you.
symbols of hope.
Is Nagito really not the killer? Is this guy really the Nagito I knew before? No, there's no way I could say that. I just thought I knew him. This whole time I didn't know anything about this guy. I didn't know his true character. It's as simple as that. But now's not the time for me to dwell on that. Need to find Byakuya's killer by any means possible. Because if we don't, we will die here.
Permission. Welcome to the halfway mark of the trial, Ender.
Well now.
Now then, the class trial has reached its climax, but... Okay, here's a question for you.
Well, actually, I'm gonna take this moment to do a quick intermission myself, because I need to take a quick bio break, honestly.
Okay, everyone.
I will be right back.
Let's go on a little bit of a break. Make sure to get food and drink, stretch, and bio if you need to.
Anyways, how you guys enjoying the stream so far? Y'all having a good one? Y'all enjoying it? Who do you think the killer is? Is it Nagito? I mean, I already know who it is, but I'm not gonna say. You wanna die again? No. Bad. Don't do that. That's bad. as late in the morning. What time is it? What time is it for you? 6? Is it like fucking 2 or 3? No. No. That'd be like 11:39. Fuck me, I'm off on timing. Holy shit. Just trying to end her calling so cute. Watch my chest. Does that still work? Hold on, let me see. Does it still go to the... It does. Hell yeah, Ral. If I could, I'd give you a fist bump right now. That's fucking great. Hell yeah. But yeah, hopefully you're all enjoying the stream so far. And, yeah, this is a good time. These trials are a lot longer compared to one, because, intermissions are a thing. They are a thing. Make a naughty check about anything this stream so far. Well, I mean, Ender kind of already did it, but with the way that Mikan was in a particular scene and Monami, it looked very improper.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back, Ender. Good to see you. How was break?
Okay, what did you say that made Arctic want to die again?
I asked how he was doing.
Oh. I thought you said something really bad, and that's what he was reacting to. Alright, then.
No. Oh,
Alright,
wait,
then.
what I meant to say was...
Welcome back, Ender. Hopefully you had yourself a wonderful break. I hope everything came out alright.
Oh my... Fair enough! You get that one! I don't have a rebuttal for that!
Here's a question for you. Did everything come out alright?
What's this?
To those of you who figured out who it is, how about you try out the Guess the Killer challenge? Whoever fails to guess the right killer will have their saved data melt away like butter. But if you guess right, I'll reward you with $10 billion.
10 billion?
Of course. For those of you who don't know who the killer is, you can just continue on.
Now then, what are you gonna do?
Left mouse button to continue on. B, guess the killer challenge. Does this actually nuke your save data?
Are you gonna go for it? You gonna take that risk, Ender?
I think I have an idea.
Oh,
screw it.
A little on the edge there. All right. Well, I guess left mouse button to continue on to it. Or what? I don't know if the B. What the fuck's B on the? Do you have a controller plugged in?
No.
Oh. Do you just push the B keyboard?
Are you even able to do this? I think it's supposed to be a joke that you're not even able to do it.
You can't.
I can't.
No, I'm sorry, Ender.
Hey.
Just kidding. You can't make a choice. There's no way you'd be able to guess who the killer is.
And of course, there's no $10 billion either.
You're so evil.
Villain! You truly are a villain! Hey. Man, they even give you an option to save mid-trial.
Yeah, this is a long... these are long, Ender, I told you.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed. And his killer is among this group of students? No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe it. 'Cause I believe in everyone. So do your best. And don't forget to save regularly.
Throbbing is the only word that's in sight now.
Well, what now?
Oh, fucking God, 6.
What now?
If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
There's still more?
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right?
Is there something wrong with that?
Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
That is true. There was a lot of
complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
Okay, dude, can you stop with the masochism for a minute?
I'm not talking about your looks.
Oh.
Because there's no blood on them.
Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Yes, that's it.
Oh, come on. So sweet.
Because under the table, there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right? There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
I didn't get
That
any
is true.
blood on me. That is weird.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. I guess we did see something I could have used.
There's only one thing he could have used to block the blood splatter. That was the dirty tablecloth.
I can prove it with this.
You got it.
You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
Where would he have even stored the tablecloth, though? Under the
Was
table?
found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
But he couldn't have gone to hide it back in there after the murder because he was in the room with everybody else when we discovered the
You mean
body.
After the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you,
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
Unless there's an ultimate we know who can secretly teleport, then yeah, he's got a point.
Then what does it mean?
in the background. Killed me.
Maybe the killer
Just the
didn't
way he's just
necessarily
kicking
stab Byakuya
fucking
under the
Nikon.
table.
Maybe he stabbed him. Maybe they stabbed him under the floorboards. Nice timing, music.
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
It did. Maybe it just occurred below the under the table. I'm saying it's under the floorboards, okay? I'm stupid. My brain doesn't sentence good.
Is that what you mean?
Below the under the table. Yes, brain. Thanks.
Under the table, below the floor.
Exactly. There you go.
There you go. All right.
Below the under the table. God.
Below the table, under the.
Below the table.
Below table, the.
Okay, I said that enough times, I almost said blow the table.
No, Ender.
God
Ender, no. No.
The place where Byakuya got stabbed and the killer did the stabbing are different?
Oh, Ender, no. Don't do that.
Six, no, don't make the joke worse. God, what have I done? It's Teruteru, he did it. His pervy personality is having an impact on me. Somebody stab him quick.
What are you talking about? I didn't do nothing wrong. I just, I prefer men and women, you know. I prefer people, not,
But not under the table.
Thank you. Chiaki said what I could say way better than I did. Under the table, but not under the table.
Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
Who cares who murdered? We
In
just
scenes where you have to
who
figure
blew
out
the
important
table.
words, the improved Hangman's Gambit will occur. The goal is to line up the right letters in order so it reveals the keyword. Improved Hangman's Gambit is like a puzzle game, but how did they improve it?
Oh, can I just say something real quick early before you do this thing, Ender?
Yeah?
That title is an absolute lie. It is.
It's just the exact same.
No, it's not the same, but.
Did they make it worse?
Oh, good luck.
Various letters we fly across the street. Oh, all directions. Oh, good. If two different letters clash, you'll take damage. If two of the same letters clash, they will feel. What? You must make two of these same letters clash, where you try not to let two different letters clash. In order to do that, you've been given a technique to catch and release. When you move your reticle with the mouse and press the right mouse button while it's on top of a letter, snatch the letter like a vacuum. That means to catch it. Only catch one letter at a time, so please be careful. When you press the right mouse button, you have a letter caught. You can shoot it where your cursor is aiming. That's how you release the letter. With catch and release, you can change the position of the letters to hit letters into each other. It's like fishing, only instead you're pelting a fish with another fish. Make sure you hit the same letters so you can fuse them. The fused letters will freeze and get bigger. It's killing two fish with one fish. By pressing the right mouse button, you can blow it up and erase it from the field. Oh, okay. Let me get out my bicycle pump, apparently. We're going to inflate the fish like a balloon.
Did you just say rice mouse button?
Apparently all this talk of fish is making me hungry for sushi as well. Because now I'm talking about rice. This is called firing the letters. What are you talking about, game? You don't typically bake sushi. Catch and release with the right mouse button, and after you fuse them, fire with the right mouse button. That's a whole lot of right mouse buttons. If you just erase layers, you won't be able to clear the game. Main goal is completing the keyword. Display the question with the tab key, lining up the keyword. Instead of pressing the right mouse button to fire, press the left mouse. If that happens at the same time the letter blows up, you'll send to the keyword list. Oh lord. Write the keyword in order. If you use letter alone for a while, it'll just blow up on its own, in which case it can still damage you. It took so long to explain it, but do you understand now? It sounds way worse than the original Hangman's Gambit, but I'll give it my best shot. The Yakuza got stabbed and the killer did the stabbing aren't the same. It's under the floorboards. Something is coming to me. Just a little bit more, I have a feeling I could see something. Oh, they don't even give you any hints. Okay, these things are moving really slowly.
Well, it's the first trial. It's the first time as well. You can't also do the speed up thing with like a base or whatever. You can't do that. Oh, Ender, watch out! They're
coming for me!
Approaching
Just put that up there. Go away.
Be gone. I think the default key is it control?
There we go, it's control.
Yeah.
Oh, what? They collided to the side of the screen. I couldn't even see it. That's bull.
You put it there, Ender.
I did not put it there. The two spawned next to each other. Oh, dang it. I didn't mean to blow up the T. God, I hate this minigame already.
I told you, Ender. Oh, my poor boy.
I need to find another T.
This is, improved.
It really is, isn't it? No, it blew up the... I hate this! This sucks! This isn't an improvement! You made it worse! Oh, those two just merged on their own! These letters are moving like a geriatric snail that downed an entire bottle of muscle relaxant. Move!
Ender, it's okay. It's improved.
Is it?
Right?
Give me an O! Gabe, come on!
There it is!
Oh, come on! What? Thanks, Gabe. Now I have to wait. Give me an R! Oh, I didn't do the second O! Floor, there. Let the suffering end. I hate this minigame already.
So,
Mmm.
how do you like that improvement?
The killer must have stabbed
Good.
from under the floorboard.
Good. Hey. Yeah. Under the floorboards.
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table.
It's okay, Ender. You
They
got
stuck the
through
weapon
it.
through one of the gaps.
I'm proud of
They
you.
could have stabbed Byakuya to
Although
death.
the no damage run is unfortunately over now.
Yep. Who knows? Maybe I can still get an A rank.
Under the floorboards. I don't know.
I mean, most of the damage I took from that minigame was complete and utter garbage, but eh.
Does know.
I think it's pretty lenient as far as giving you
Like, it's lenient as far as dealing damage, but that's only because there's a lot of collisions that happen. It's very difficult for you to actually, discern. Someone knows how to get under the floorboards because the earring he recovered.
Hey, Gundam, you dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that Hellhound earring. Yeah, see, his sprite's different because it doesn't have the earring.
There it is! I have found it! Truly, that is the Hellhound earring! It seems God exists for my benefit.
I still love that line. I see. Good for you!
Thanks, Grandma! However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including
I
that
love
old
Gundam's
building.
voice so much, Ender. You have no
I really, his
It's
voice
just
is
as
amazing.
The old legend said, the Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could be. Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation. And if he had it on by the time the class trial began.
Gundam's cologne made him edgy.
Beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
6, stop asking me about that. I don't know who did what to the table.
So,
Shush.
Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the power of my 4 dark devas of destruction, it is of no concern.
I was worried about where the 4th one was, but his face is being covered up by the text box.
True. This is the evil 4th eye.
I love the one in his
Before
hand.
the might of the evil 4th eye,
Look at him
all
go.
visual chaos is rendered asunder.
That one hamster on the scarf is balanced extremely precariously.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Man up and speak more clearly!
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room.
Huh.
one of my 4 dark devas of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos.
I like how he accentuates the P at the end.
A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes. After securing a lighter
Gundam definitely
from the
watched too much
supermarket,
Supernatural.
I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards.
Do not judge my television viewing!
And as a result of that
simpleton!
lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands. Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
Oh, Gundam, I love your voice!
He probably must have some kind of fire control ability as well, because that lighter, I'm surprised that that lighter did not, you know, light his scarf on fire.
Maybe, yeah.
There he goes blabbing about power and crap.
Take care,
You're
Six.
ridiculous. You're
Enjoy
just a
a happy
breeder,
time.
you know.
Alright, see you later, 6.
Anyway, it sounds
I'm not
like
a
we can go
simpleton,
under
my
the floorboards from the
proto-OS
store.
schematic is extremely advanced.
Then that has to be how the killer did it.
They are running it.
Question my television viewing activity!
They're running at least Windows XP.
That outdated piece of software!
It's not that far to move from the store.
I said at least. I mean, I don't know. Do protogens run, I'm trying to think. No, protogens wouldn't be running Mac OS, because if that's the case, they'd be completely and utterly blind, because, or at least if they were inside of a house, they wouldn't be able to see anything. You know, because they couldn't see the windows.
Hey, Ender.
I made a I was trying to make a bad joke, because if they were running
No.
Apple's OS, they wouldn't be able to see the windows.
No. Hey, Ender.
Yeah?
If you witness a crime in an Apple store, does that make you an eyewitness?
Hey!
Fuck you, that's funny.
It's just
so
like
good.
Apple isn't. It's just like Apple never has any plans to produce any cars, because if they did, it wouldn't have any windows.
Good one. I like these. These are
I
good.
see. If they pass through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
Actually, fun fact: you can run a Windows virtual machine on a MacBook. You just have to basically backdoor your own PC.
Oh.
Because MacBook does not enjoy running like Windows. You have to use like a separate program to create the Windows virtual machine. And then you can't touch any of the files that are made by the virtual machine through the MacBook, otherwise it'll just freak out. We had to do something like that for a class that I took a long time ago at my old school. It was really weird.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the
Clappy,
party,
don't
and
shoot
then
my
Nana
audience.
Stab, stab, stab!
Do not shoot the people in chat.
Listen, if they're gonna come at me, I'll come back at them twice as hard. I'm not afraid.
Clappy, shooting a killer queen wouldn't do anything. They just turned the bullet into a bomb and detonate it before it reached them.
Well, no, it's not an actual bullet. It's friendliness. Hell is.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten to Undertale yet.
Hey, it's me, Sans. How you doing, Ender?
I'm in the wrong game.
You don't like stab,
I, the great papyrus, where am I? What is this? What is that bear? What is that bear? What is that bear? What
Why
is
are
that
there
bear?
so many humans?
Humans galore!
I'm not.
You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to
love
leave
that
the
mental
party,
image.
right? So, was there
Papyrus
anyone who was able
freaking out.
to do that?
If he showed up here,
It's like, holy shit!
Well, at the very least, there appear to be 2 other monsters. Hello. Hello there, bear-shaped monsters. Can you explain to me what all of these humans are doing here?
Yes.
Then Whoever wasn't at the party is the killer.
Who's that little human?
Stamos
And
people
why
who
is
was
she so
waiting under
vulgar?
the floorboard. Who wasn't at the party again? I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monomi over there can be my witness.
This is the most
This Monomi over here is your witness.
stupid crossover ever.
Is it pronounced as Monomi or Monomi? Because Monomi pronounced it as Monomi, but Chiaki pronounced it as Monomi. Which is it,
is
game?
Monomi.
Be
I
consistent.
believe there's no need to discuss this
It
matter
actually
further.
is Monomi.
I was
I guess
unable
it's
to
a
leave the
fucking
bathroom.
pun.
I mean, if that's the case, given the pronunciation, and how Monomi's appearance was called by Monokuma a work of art, would that make her the Mona Lisa?
Goodbye.
Apparently my jokes are so bad, not even Claffy can stand them for this long.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
What have I done? Alright then, I guess our guest is left early. I'm actually unlinking your channel.
That was actually a pretty. that was actually a pretty good one. Fucking round of applause for that one. For fuck's sake.
Obviously has to be him.
Honestly,
Holy
I'm pretty
shit,
sure
dude.
a solid 10% of my brain's processing power is taken up by coming up with bad puns.
I hope that was clear. Please, someone, for fuck's sake.
If nobody has clipped it, I will go back after stream and clip it. I'm keeping that forever.
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer.
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff
That
like,
clip's ready to be edited. Excellent.
Don't mess with me. I'll fucking kill you.
Commence order 60 clips. I was trying to do like the Emperor Palpatine voice, but just commence order 60 clips.
See? You're making threats again.
Yep,
this-
yep,
oh, yeah,
that's right.
I'm happy.
Things are starting to get
That's always a fun time.
exciting.
What are you talking about, Monokuma? They've already been exciting and quite hilarious. Good news, you're now allowed to use the silencer. Oh,
Congratulations!
didn't you say
You've unlocked a gameplay.
Didn't you say that we weren't going to use that in this child narrator? Use the silencer as many times as you want. You can shoot down the white noise. When you shoot down, your time limit will increase a little. Shoot an actual remark, the time limit will decrease, so aim carefully. Oh, but if the difficulty set general won't appear at all. You'll still be able to use the silencer, but it'll be somewhat pointless. Feel like doing a little bang bang, you can use it to your heart's content. Bang 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 bang. Press the escape key, you can review the controls. Good luck and have fun. Am I crazy, or did he say that you won't need to shoot them down during this trial? And then one non-stop debate later. Oh, hey, here's the silencer.
There you go. I mean, maybe.
All right then.
So many accounts. Oh my god.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day.
God.
Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer.
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
That's false. Chiaki saw him.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right.
If she said I think there, that would have been a super fucked up moment.
Yeah. Huh?
You're right, I think.
Huh? What happened, Fuyuhiko?
Oh, hey. What are you doing here? All alone at a place like this?
I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside.
What's your stand? How diligent of you.
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
She just saved your life and you're complaining that she didn't say it earlier.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Cause he has social anxiety.
Shut up.
Maybe Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside. And he came to spy.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh, no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
During the party. It was probably during the blackout. Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
Here's the thing about it. I feel like there's something I overlooked. For clarity's sake, once again.
We're getting close to the final stage. The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this.
And here we thought Monami was the mini Monokuma. As it turns out, it's Nagito.
He's a big Monokuma. Make your argument.
Let's see.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that is like making a seafood bowl without fish.
That sounds pretty
Is it
tasty.
really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
They could use a
Maybe there's
string.
another pair of night vision goggles?
No.
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
Actually,
Definitely sounds impossible.
you're onto something there, Akane. Because didn't the kitchen equipment list happen to state there's even an iron plate for cooking a barbecue and a portable stove.
But those are so big.
Moving to the storage room is like making a seafood bowl.
Is it really not?
What if
Hot
they used a
pot
string?
doesn't
Maybe
go
there's
big.
another pair of night.
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my. What if they used a light?
I agree with that.
I consent to this agreement.
I consent to your argument.
It never gets old.
The killer had a light with him.
Oh, I was right?
But where could they have found a light?
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list.
It's from the kitchen, you say? And you know, didn't that list also list a missing iron skewer?
That was just the entire time, though, wasn't it?
They specifically mentioned that one of the iron skewers was supposedly missing from the start. Includes
Yeah,
barbecue,
where
portable
would it
stove
have
for cooking hot spots. I do recall seeing them on the shelf over there. The kitchen seems to be well kept. There should be no problems using it.
It's the portable stove.
Portable stove?
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around.
Usually those portable stoves have like a small gas can underneath them, with usually just like one burner on top. I actually know about this stuff because we used them all the time during some of my camping trips with Boy Scouts. They're actually surprisingly
really?
easy to use.
Okay.
Just screw it onto the top, open the gas canister, and just light it with a lighter or whatever. They're surprisingly easy to use, and you'd be shocked how long those tiny gas canisters last for. We only had to use like 2 gas canisters during an entire 4-day stay on a deserted island.
Oh, wow.
I'm not kidding, by the way. One of the trips I took as a Boy Scout was called Sea Base. Essentially, you go out to a specific like Boy Scout landing base in Florida, and then you go out to what is essentially a abandoned island, and just off the coast of Florida, and stay there for about 4 days with nothing but camping equipment and a bit of food. The other thing is that we had to kayak ourselves all the way out there.
Oh, wow.
And I forgot to reapply sunscreen. So I spent most of the trip with a nasty sunburn.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh. Oh, you poor thing.
It was still a lot of fun, though.
So, The
Here,
killer used the
fucking-
portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout.
There you go.
But
You
also,
hugged
since
yourself.
I'm thank you for the hug, Clappy. But also, since but also, since I'm actually since I was like a little bit of a picky eater, my parents sent me with some Cliff Bars just in case, so I'd have something to eat. And we actually used them the last morning to make, like, because they were like chocolate chip brownie flavored. We used them the last morning to make sort of chocolate chip pancakes.
Oh, Ender, please.
Because we baked like the
10 p.m., dude. Come on. Don't be talking about pancakes and shit, man.
just a catchy from Persona 5 just comes out of nowhere. Did somebody say something about delicious pancakes?
I haven't played Persona 5. I want to. That looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is a really good game. I haven't played it all, but I really want to. I've always been a fan of the Persona series.
Kind of hole.
Oh, great. Now Terra is talking about holes.
Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really
Hey! It's too late to cover it up now, man! You haven't acted this embarrassed about your previous jokes!
Just makes it even more suspicious.
Mahiru is on the same page here.
Will you battle against me?
I challenge you to a duel! I lay my glove down! It's just like Nagito just takes out like a small like glove from his pocket and just chucks it at him.
No, that's wrong.
Well, I mean, at least he interrupted me a lot more cordially this time.
My argument?
Nagito just takes out a small white silken glove from his pocket and throws it at Hajime.
It's just like...
I have thrown down the gauntlet.
Rebuttal showdown.
Let's see, night vision, storage room, tablecloth, fire door, kitchen equipment list.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned, it contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
Yeah, there you go. You can
I can't back down!
Get it, Ender. Get it, go, get
Mash!
it. There you go.
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say? The reason Kazuichi was because the hallway was dark, right? So if the light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi... Allow me to...
He wouldn't have seen it because he could use the fire doors. Did I miss the incorrect one and accidentally hit the correct one?
Yes! Oh my god, Ender.
I guess it worked out then.
Huh? What are you talking about? There should have been a wall that blocked light.
Holy shit. Nicely done. You accidentally got it
I'm
right.
talking about the fire door in the hallway.
Damn, dude.
Close it.
Make a perfect wall in the hallway.
Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light still wouldn't peek out.
I see. You actually noticed the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate... Oh. You still don't remember your talent, do you?
Why are you bringing this up
Who cares about
now?
that right now?
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath?
I mean, the same could be said of you. Why don't you take a deep breath? Because I secretly filled the room with laughing gas. We'll never reach conclusion at this point.
Because I secretly farted.
Doesn't it smell like buttered popcorn in here?
Breathe it in.
It's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people.
So you don't want burly fisticuffs, but you're perfectly fine with high schoolers murdering each other.
More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Life, I guess. Good old Nacha Oxide.
I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Pass the torch?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
I'm not going to make the joke.
You're obviously the killer, right?
If you think I am.
Gus.
Amogos.
Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it. No matter what it is.
Even though I don't really want to condemn that person, but there's no other way, right? The person who used the hallway's fire door as cover and used the portable stub to move in the dark. He snuck under the floorboards and stabbed Byakuya to death using glowing paint as a mark. The only killer I can think of is... you and only you. One Teru Hanamura.
Teru. Could it be you?
Huh? What? What are you talking about?
Did you zoned out for a second?
Teru's the killer? Is that true?
What are you talking about? There's no way!
Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely.
Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer?
Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen.
That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic? You're cruel. Cruel. Too cruel. Teru. That attitude is so not like you. For the ultimate cook to get so upset. Call me chef. If you fall to aspersions like this,
call me
to
chef.
support the future of the culinary arts.
Okay, I think Nagito is literally just here at this point to spur on arguments and fights.
The future of the culinary arts?
He's basically like Frieza in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. You know, when he shot Broly's father in the chest and then got his attention so he'd go Super Saiyan.
Broly, look! Oh, it's absolutely
It's absolutely tragic!
Your father was killed by a stray blast!
Fair and square.
Nagito is basically that kind of instigator at this point.
Teru, look! This person is dead!
Totally right.
You did it!
Teru, look! Byakuya is dead! They were killed by a cylindrical object, and they're claiming that you were the killer. Also, Byakuya was secretly your father, which sort of makes sense considering you two share a somewhat similar body shape. Start arguing! I'll sit here and watch! Wait, no, why are you all suspecting me? Wait, no, don't kick me! Don't vote for me! You're all going to get yourselves killed!
So, what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
Gosh dang it, Akane's talking about me.
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
Okay, I still love Hyoko's lines. They're kind of clever.
Why are you interfering? Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light, and that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the
She's like the
floorboards.
super mean, but like hilarious.
She is.
It's dark under the floorboards too, so how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed.
That's right. What do you think about that?
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboards.
Thank you, Mahiru.
Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
What? A shining liquid in the dark? That sounds super important!
If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
And it might have been the dripping
In
paint.
doing so, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
Just navigate to the mark and just stab through the floorboards and hope you hit something. The victim was targeted by a mark. Then what was the mark? Let's see. Hang on. The victim was targeted by a mark. What was that mark? The mark? That was the knife, I think. I want to say, but we've used the knife already. So then...
Which one? Which one?
They were targeted by a mark. The only thing I can think of is the knife, but there's no paint or anything that's listed. Guessing the knife, maybe?
I can prove it with this.
So it was the knife.
The mark you're talking about.
Yeah,
is
I
the glowing
figured. It was the glowing paint on the
ember
knife, because the knife mentioned glowing paint specifically. I just figured it couldn't be the case, because normally trials haven't used the same evidence twice.
By using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
Yeah, actually, Rao did randomly suspect that Teru was the one that killed Byakuya. Huh.
I mean, we don't know that for a fact.
That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So,
I mean, it's all coincidence.
Killer
I mean,
used
a
the
stove
mark
from the
that I
kitchen.
prepared
yeah,
for
I'm
finding
sure
knife
Teru would be
as a
suspicious,
mark for
but
stabbing.
that doesn't mean you did
See,
it.
That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the
If we
knife.
went off that logic, Makoto would have super been guilty in the first game, right?
So then I guess maybe what happened is that when Teru might have actually seen Nagito setting up the murder plot. So then he tried to like stop Nagito and like kill him before he killed somebody. But instead Byakuya got to the knife first and Teru accidentally killed him.
If they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
After all, Teru was in the building early preparing the dishes. So he would have been in perfect position to see Nagito's plan unfolding.
Seriously? I don't know anything. Really? I don't know anything at all.
Then can I ask everyone a question
Rao.
instead?
Well, I mean, that's assuming that Teru is actually guilty.
Already!
That is true.
Now. We should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak.
If Teru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout. And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
Because remember, Ibuki heard his voice.
What the hell? What's going on here?
If he was under the floorboards, then he could have very well shouted and it would have sounded like he was in the room.
You guys? Where are you?
So that could be easily argued against.
Doesn't that prove Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
That's right. But Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there. Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow...
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen.
Sounds fishy.
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by licking their sweat.
Did you get that information from JoJo Part 5?
If you want, you should try licking me.
No.
No way! Greasy.
I mean, he does look greasy.
Teru's voice in the dining hall! Ibuki swears on her honor!
That's right. Teru was in the dining hall, not the storage room. Which means he's not the killer.
No, that's not it. Why? Why do you want to keep falsely accusing me?
I don't want to blame you. You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime.
Nagito's so crazy.
Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope.
That's Teru, so... Okay, then. Let's see. Make your argument.
Make your argument.
Knife, bloodstain on the table, gaps in the floorboard.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice.
That is true.
It's handsome, unlike his face. Maybe it was recording or something?
No,
Nope, definitely a live voice.
that is true.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed. I'll shoot through that contradiction.
He wasn't in the dining hall, he was under it.
Clappy's impression was better.
Oh,
Oh, Rao. I'm so happy you like my voice.
Bet Nagito's gonna go back to acting like he never snapped at the trial and be like he was before. That would be interesting if, like, he only has, like, this sort of, like, more sinister personality during the trial. Kind of like, I guess, like a rival character to Hajime in the way that Byakuya was to the first game's pro tag.
Oh, Makoto?
Makoto, that's it, yeah. Kind of like arguing back and forth with each other, secretly progressing the trial.
Ah,
Why? Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right? So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall. But
I just realized his hair is really long, isn't it?
So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall. Is that true, Teru Teru?
hold on a second.
Can you explain this, Teru Teru?
Even me can't yell at
Wait
him.
a second, ain't I?
Eh?
What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that there dining hall during the blackout.
Okay, why is he doing his best Foghorn Leghorn impression? I say, what is the meaning of this?
What are you talking about? The Foghorn Leghorn.
I was born in West Asabu and raised in South Aoyama.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar!
If Teru Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, he should have been there after the power returned, right?
But he wasn't.
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
In Tekken 3, there's another Byakuya, but he's super thin.
I can confirm that actually is not the case. It's all new.
Dang,
characters.
that would have been pretty funny. It's just like
That would've
now
been
he's like a
hysterical.
super like now it's like a super skinny Byakuya. No, wait, it would be like a super muscular Byakuya because it's like the joke of like, oh, he worked really hard to lose weight.
Yeah.
I was there the whole damn time.
Something like this shouldn't be decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake.
Nagito, you shut up now.
You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
His accent is getting even worse. Definitely lying.
However, I am
His
not
accent
sure.
is getting even
I believe
worse.
that he was there.
Hey, don't be talking about my accent, y'all.
He was not there.
Oh, is there any way we can decide?
Why don't we consult his memories?
What you talking about thinking that this is a preacher impression round? This ain't no preacher impression. I'm from this house. Right there on me.
Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall?
Probably can't.
I probably can.
Oh, you again.
You again.
again? What you
in the
want?
dining
What am I
hall
being
is in
for?
the blackout. You need to throw that question at him. Even if he was, let's see. So, throw the question at him if he was in the. Oh wait, that's it. This is the only time you would use this evidence. If Teru Teru, I know Teru Teru, and Teru Teru is a massive pervert, so he would remember point for point this scene.
What you talking about? I ain't no perfect. Oh shit.
You were in the dining hall with them. And here I never thought this would be used as legitimate evidence in a class trial.
You should know how Mikon is
Well.
positioned.
What?
What?
We're going with the evidence for a bit too long. It's fine, the game's censored it itself.
Well, Teru
Yeah,
Teru,
it's fine.
if you were really in the dining hall at that time, you should know the answer to that. Huh? It was a pretty clever way of tripping.
There's no way you'd
No
forget
way
about
you'd
it so
forget
easily.
so easily.
They even specified the pose on the side.
It is actually fine, Rao. It's super fine.
So sorry.
The game did a good job of censoring it themselves.
Yeah, like there's no need for Shitoko on
You
this.
can't answer, Teru Teru.
Just now everybody is like feeling super awkward that this is being used as evidence.
That's weird. Just slipped from my mind.
There's no way it would slip from your mind, especially not a pervert like you.
Thank you, Mahiru.
Even so, Nagito, say something. I guess you might have to give up now.
Give up? What do you mean, give up?
Teru,
He's gotta start pushing his buttons again.
I'm disappointed too, you know. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. It kind of feels like a broken dream.
Nagito, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that?
Hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer.
Don't be saying that I'm the killer, goddamn
It's already decided, right?
Oh, Teru, look on in horror! A stray key blast killed your father! Excellent! Show me that power! What is Share?
I can't understand him anymore.
If he buries his argument under a thick enough accent, we won't know what to refute.
Saying a murder weapon has
Shares like a sort of like, added thing. Like
Alright, I guess. So at the very least, we have Monami to translate.
But it's such a sad defense. This is too cruel.
Oh, you calling me the killer? Then where's the weapon?
Where's the weapon?
Enough with the whimpering. Translate.
Okay, I love this accent. This is hilarious.
He said, if you're
Yeah, it's like a
calling me the
super
killer,
Cajun
then
accent.
where's the weapon?
Weapon, huh? Yeah, it's not the knife, right?
Judging from Sakuya's wounds,
It was the missing iron skewer they mentioned in that, is a Teruid English translator.
What you talking about, Sean? We don't know if I don't find a skewer anywhere.
At least 50 centimeters in length.
After all this, who cares about the weapon?
Nagito, you're really starting to wear on my nerves.
Not good enough at all. He said, not good enough. Not good enough at all.
Can we get a hashtag thank you Monami going in chat?
I got it. Let's try
I can do that for you, Magosa, Anda.
Wanna do it? He said, try to do it.
Let's get a hashtag. Thank you, Mama. Going on chat dash, yeah?
What a confusing accent. Anyway, we need to focus and think about this.
Hey, don't you be talking exactly about
Thin
accents,
edge tool
huh?
with a diameter of about 50 millimeters and at least 50 centimeters in length. The weapon that meets those requirements might have been used in the crime scene. Huh? What's that? Ah,
Welcome
great!
to
It's the
Hangman's Gambit.
It's the new and worsened Hangman's Gambit, otherwise known as the bane of my existence. Move!
What do you think it is?
It's the iron skewer.
11 living process. Holy shit, dude. Ralph's putting in overtime. Now this is a point and click adventure game. 11 clips though, holy shit. Have you like actually finalized these, Rao, or are you waiting for later or something?
Give me a W!
Nah, you can have an O instead. You're waiting for stream to end? Oh, well, I mean, you can post them in the Discord or whatever.
Exactly, or you can just post them in chat.
Yeah. Well, do people need permission to post links in chat?
I
don't
think
know
you
if they do
can
or
post
not.
the clips as far as I recall.
Oh, okay.
Give me an R!
Are you ready, kids?
I think the key for this is to just not let the letters clutter up the screen. You just gotta, like, see them and either, like, destroy them there or use them there.
Dude,
And, like, don't let them clutter up the
screen.
screen.
So the first time I did this, I tried to do meat skewer. I fucking hated this one so much. His skewer's like for meat shit, right?
Yeah.
No, I fucking hated this one. God, I fucking hate the Hangman's Gambit.
I checked out the equipment list and there seems to be one iron skewer missing.
Ah, that's right. As far as I know, that's been missing from the start.
So that missing iron skewer is the weapon?
An iron skewer would match up with the wounds perfectly.
Hey, Teru Teru, where'd you hide the iron skewer?
Avril Lavigne!
Avril Lavigne?
Did he really just say that?
You just saying random shit to you probably dumped it somewhere on the island, didn't you?
Avril Lavigne!
Avril Lavigne!
If violated it, the island sirens would be ringing non-stop.
Island sirens? Just for littering?
Also,
Avril
I was on
Lavigne!
guard duty, and I never once saw Teru leave the old building.
Which means
Hell yeah.
he obviously hid it somewhere in the old building.
It's probably the kitchen again, right?
Teru Teru, just man up and be straight with us.
Finally, we are nearing the end. A cornered opponent will be surrounded by soul shields and simply not listen to what you have to say. It'll probably pain you to condemn your classmate, but this is a class trial after all. You must argue against your opponent and destroy their soul shields. A high-speed dispute battle where you beat down a panicked opponent, excuses and nonsense. That is the bullet time the panic talk action. Panic talk action. We'll shorten it to PTA. Really, I thought that was the Parent-Teacher Association.
You're not the first one to think that.
Nice. During the PTA, you must destroy all of your opponent's soul shields so you can deliver your final strike. Huh, that's usually what most PTA meetings are like, except they're arguing about whether or not recess should be shortened from 21 minutes to 20.
Oh.
In order to do that, you must destroy your opponent's remarks while following the tempo of the song. Time your button presses with the tempo marker as it moves across your screen. Match the tempo marker by pressing the left mouse button. Able to lock onto your opponent's remark. If you keep pressing it, you'll be able to lock onto multiple remarks at the same time. Afterwards, release the left mouse button in time with the tempo marker. Intercept the locked on remarks and destroy it. Okay, so it only uses left click instead of both left and right click this time. Interesting. By destroying your marks, you'll be able to damage the soul shields, protecting the opponent and destroy them. However, you can't destroy their remark within the time limit, you end up getting hurt. During panic talk action, you can press the escape key to review the controls, but for this, focus on pressing the left mouse button and wait for another time for the features. Use consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep it going, you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll find yourself in tempo down. When the song changes, tempo changes, alter the time for each button, so please be careful. Last but not least, let me tell you about the final blow. Destroy your opponent's soul shields, they will start to give their final argument. That happens, 4 words will be displayed on the top, bottom, left, and right of the screen. Each of these 4 words corresponds to a W, S, A, and D key. Press the buttons in the right order, you're able to compose the words of your final strike. Please make your argument while searching for the words that will trump your opponent's final argument. What's up, Clappy?
No. The W sad. It's a W D S. Yeah.
Oh.
W sad. Wheelie sad.
Sorry, I'm just used to saying W, A, S, and D. You know, WASDA.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Also, if you don't deliver the final strike, then the time limit, your opponent's soul shields will recover. Good luck and have fun.
What the hell you even saying, you double cutter hit?
He said, oh, what the hell are you even saying, you stupid country hit? I guess we have no choice but to somehow find out for ourselves.
What's
The
going to
iron
be Andy?
skewer is
You're
the
not gonna
weapon,
frame me, are you?
then hiding it in the kitchen would be the easiest way to slip it by. But Byakuya and I checked the kitchen pretty thoroughly before the party started, which means was the weapon already hidden somewhere we couldn't find it? Unexpected place. Where would that be? Where do you hide a long weapon like an iron skewer?
Yeah, and when I go.
Think carefully.
Oh, yeah, boy, you can't go around. You can't goose me a bit of ghost if you don't even know.
Anything.
I'm hiding anything! I'm hiding anything!
I must reveal Teru Teru the conclusive evidence that proves he's the killer. Panic talk action.
Come at me, bro!
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense!
Paris Hilton. I never noticed that one.
Paris Hilton!
Paris Hilton!
Shut up! That's impossible!
For fuck's sake.
Nonsense! Unforgivable! Where would the weapon be? This is the end!
Meat on the bone.
Could the iron skewer have been hidden inside the piece of meat on the bone?
What are you saying? There's no way I'd hide anything in a place like that.
That's clearly impossible. I mean, that's inside the food.
I mean, there's no realistic way that a cow would have that long of a bone.
That's what Byakuya and I thought. That's why we overlooked.
The only problem is that in order to prove this, we're going to have to get the, like that skewer and the churrasco earlier inside that pile of food. That appears to be the case. What no one to do is said fish bones and meat bones were dangerous items.
But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was inside the
food that couldn't be inspected.
Out of all the dishes you prepare, the only one that could hide a weapon as long as an iron skewer is the meat on the bone.
What now?
I'm using my right to remain silent.
There's no way that exists here.
We need to confirm this.
I plead the fifth.
I do declare I plead the fifth.
So
I do declare that I plead the fifth.
And find the iron skewer inside. Bullseye!
All right. Monokuma or Monami, one of you hurry and bring over that piece of meat.
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute.
Of course,
I'll eat the
Akane would hop all over this.
Time out.
Do
Yeah.
it! Hurry up and bring it over!
About that.
Huh?
He's eating
Where
it,
did
isn't he?
Monokuma go?
I'm right here.
Yep. He's just digging right in.
I'm already eating it.
A bear that eats meat!
That's not exactly surprising, Ibuki.
Now that I think about it,
That's 105!
What's this? So
Oh my god, Ender, I love you, dude.
Just quote Akane, damn it, that's my meat.
I've never eaten anything like it in my entire life. The taste brings me back to my days in the wild.
The wild of the factory assembly line.
This is bad. Seriously, this is really bad.
My. There's something inside the meat. Look what came out.
Bingo.
is that an iron skewer?
And then he probably wiped the thing off using the bloody tablecloth in the storage room and then slipped it right back into the meat.
Check it out. The handle looks like it's made of bone. Pretty clever.
The sword of destruction, encased in bone and
sheathed in meat.
It brought catastrophe unto Byakuya.
As expected of Teru Teru. Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef.
You're wrong. I'm not the killer. I'm not the kind of person who would kill someone. I got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on me.
Jeez, what a disappointment. Such an unseemly defense for an ultimate like you. Can you really call that hope?
Hey, Nagito. I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
Hey,
Thank
Nagito,
you,
listen.
Chiaki!
I know you're a main character, but can you please kindly shut the fuck up?
I am sick of your goddamn bullshit.
We're all sick of it, so could you kindly just cease existence? Thank you. Delete yourself from the game file.
Well, at least he's actually. By the way,
You're all nothing but a bunch of poor, loudmouth, fast food eating hicks.
Listen, sir, I like Sonic, okay? So piss off.
we talking about the video game or the restaurant?
Yes.
Fair enough. Never should have wasted my cooking on you grapes. Let's deal with Nagito later. More importantly, we should first sell this once and for all.
To do that, we need to go over the entire incident from beginning to end and make
Everything clear. Go over the entire incident. You know, go over the entire incident with see-through paint. That way we can make everything clear. God, my jokes just keep getting worse and worse.
So, we need to do it.
We need to do it. So it's finally come to this. My throb is just
The thick plot.
The thick Clottons! The Throb Chestons! Every case is one last feature to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the order of events in the case in the form of a comic book. This reproduction is merely Hajime's imagination, so there will be gaps here and there. Gaps are areas where a piece is missing, up to you to complete the comic using the truth panels provided. The Throb is chesting. Ooh. Then 3 to 5 truth panels make up the set. Inside that set, correct, placed among incorrect. Oh, okay. So they separated them into only single. Might hesitate at first, but it's basically the same concept.
I will say, I think this one actually is improved compared to the first game.
Now, when playing and solving the causing argument, there's a certain trick. Move the reticle onto the gaps, display hints at the top of the screen. Move the reticle onto the truth panel, display a hint as well. Explains the scene contained in the panel. Put together the two and think carefully. Don't forget there will be a time limit.
The time limit was like a fucking half hour.
Closing argument!
So much time. Begin!
Let's see.
So you can like put your mouse over all the panels and see like
Alright.
what they describe, and then
Oh, okay, so these aren't necessarily in the same order.
yeah, you gotta like find out where the right panels go, because there are some fake ones.
Let's see.
And for those of y'all that don't know this layout, it's because manga in Japan is read from right to left, which is like, why is it going this way? This is fucking weird. Just explain for those that somehow don't know. Yeah, there you go. You're getting it now.
Let's see. Obtain the light, the stove, the weapon hidden in. Let's go obtain the storage room. Guard a tablecloth. And then I guess at the, let's see, the storage room before the blackout. Same scene as the office room and the dining hall. See, closing the fire door. I'm trying to remember where that would, trying to think of where that would go.
I love a communist face. Yeah, remember there are 10 pages, so look around.
Found under the table, that's the knife. That's a kind of hearing it. Let's see, what the killer do after exiting into the dark hall? Oh, they probably closed the fire door. Yep, there we go.
There you go.
Look at his face! Oh, that's hilarious! Oh, that's gold. Oh, that's gold.
I know, it's so fucking good.
That's hilarious. The weapon. Hidden in the meats!
Encased in meat.
Fucking love Gundam, dude. He is one of my all-time
And then
favorite
the last
Danganronpa
stock.
characters.
The 11 p.m. set to start, air conditioner turning on, and finally Chiaki was guarding outside.
Here's everything that happened in this case. Let's try going over the whole incident, beginning with right after the party started. Byakuya
Yeah,
had
his gathering in the dining hall in the old building near the hotel.
He was
extra cautious about a murder occurring that night because of a threatening letter he had received.
Therefore,
Or he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us.
Poor Peko.
The one person
Person
didn't
come.
come.
The rest of us assembled at the dining hall, and the party was underway.
But
At that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion.
They
Plugged
plugged
3 irons into the outlets of the storage room, which neatly capped the power usage.
done?
Additionally,
they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m.
The
Air conditioners in the office and dining hall. They had already set timers for these.
Thanks to the
irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners turned on.
Since
the windows in the old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness.
But when
that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case.
That item was the
night vision goggles.
Byakuya was
So concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him.
When he put on
his night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move.
Go, 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 go.
He saw
Nagito guiding himself with the Deathland's power cord so he could get under the table.
That's right.
Everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan.
The murder warning to Byakuya, the source
of the blackout, it was all Nagito.
While the
blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen.
The killer
probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming.
That's why
the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand.
They needed
a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen. They needed a weapon too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand.
The long iron
skewer used in the churrasco dish. The killer had hid that meat with the bone on it.
With the weapon
and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway.
First,
they closed the fire door in the hallway, so the light source wouldn't peek towards the dining hall. Then, guided by the light, the killer headed towards the storage room and grabbed a specific item.
That's right.
A tablecloth to block the blood spatter.
With this,
the killer finished their preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage.
They probably
turned off the powerful cooking stove at that point, or left it near the entrance of the door.
The floor in the
dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held the light source.
But thanks to the
glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table.
Bam!
Under the table, Byakuya found
the knife that had hidden there.
If only
he had retreated, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed. But
he had to retrieve
the knife. And at that moment,
the killer lurking beneath the floorboard
stabbed straight up with the iron skewer.
The killer had been
waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move. After the murder of Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. They came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen.
And then,
after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened.
There's only
one person who would have been able to commit this crime. Especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food. Is that right, Teruteru Hanamura? Complete!
That's what
happened. How about it? Did I get anything wrong?
This is a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone. Would never.
It seems this is the end.
Indeed. Achievement unlocked. Case closed.
Dude. Nicely done, man. That's a fucking A, like, bruh. That.
What?
Whoa. Holy Really?
Bruh.
Whoa. There's no wait. What is 9 the fucking Hangman Gambit?
Yeah, that
What
was
is
the first Hangman's Gambit that I messed up on.
Man, wow, that is brutal. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Oh wow, I didn't.
That's way more brutal than the last game.
I was expecting an A. Holy shit.
Yeah. Like, I got an A on all the other ones, but just those two brought it down to a B. Yikes.
I think it's mainly just because of that.
That
9.
one Hangman's Gambit, yeah.
It looks like your argument has come to a close. Whoops! I lost control of my wild side for a second. Was that a side effect of the meat I just ate? Well, putting that aside, let's move along to the nerve-wracking voting time! Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Oh, just a reminder, make triple sure you vote for someone. If you don't vote, I'm gonna eat you up just like that meat from earlier.
Why did this happen?
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
Should've said this 4 days ago, Monokuma. Guilty!
Teru Hanamura! You are guilty!
He said, guilty!
All rise.
Correct!
Correct!
Yahoo!
That's right! This time, the blackened responsible for killing Byakuya Tagami is Teru Hanamura!
No. Are you serious? Out of all the people, are you saying a ponce like him is the one who killed Byakuya? But why? Why did you kill him?
You've got it wrong.
It was a mistake. I'm telling you, it was just a mistake. I was only trying to save you guys.
Hey!
I was only trying to stop Nagito from murdering one of you.
Huh? Trying to stop? What do you mean?
I spent all morning in the old building preparing the dishes for the party. And then I heard a weird laughter near the dining hall. And when I peeked over there, I saw him. I saw Nagito in the middle of cleaning duty, putting the knife under the table. I had a bad feeling about it, so I continued to watch what he was doing. And I saw him place the irons he brought in the storage room and mess with the air conditioner timers. Plus, he was grinning, just grinning by himself the whole time. So I questioned him.
When that happened,
when that happened,
You caught me?
Oh, I've been caught?
What? Been caught?
Hey!
What are you doing? What are you scheming?
I'm planning to kill someone, of course.
Huh?
Teru, just to let you know, it's pointless of you to try to stop me. If you stop me now, it doesn't matter. I will never give up. Whether it's tomorrow, day after tomorrow, or the days beyond that, I'll definitely start the killing.
Impossible!
What? No matter how much you just want to leave this island, that's just...
I see. So that's what you think.
Well...
But that's not it at all. This isn't about my survival. I just want the killing to start.
What? What are you saying?
I love everyone here. That's why I want to be of good use to them. I love all the Ultimates, and I admire them for being symbols of hope.
Amazing.
That's right. In the name of hope, I love everyone's talents from the bottom of my heart. That's why I don't want them to lose against something like killing. I want them to prove to me that hope will never lose, no matter how daunting the despair they face may seem. I want everyone to prove to me that hope will never lose to despair.
No. What are you saying? I don't understand at all.
See?
See? Isn't it typical that if you face a strong enemy, you'll become even stronger yourself? Which means, the stronger the despair you face, the stronger everyone's hope will become, right? I want to see that brightness, and in order to see it, I'm gonna become everyone's stepping stone. I want to make your hopes shine. It's as simple as that. That's right! I yearn for a powerful hope that can overcome any kind of despair!
You're kidding, right? Are you kidding? Don't tell me. You're actually serious?
So you don't understand. That's fine. I don't really mind. I'm just an obsessed fanboy, so it's alright that this love of mine is unrequited. I suppose I could be called the ultimate fanatic.
Wait, no way! There's something wrong with you.
Really? Do you really think so? Do you really think there's something wrong with me?
Yes, I just said that.
But isn't that what love is? Nagito, what is the meaning of this? Explain it to me. I don't understand anything about this story at all. You see, if you have a favorite boxer, don't you want him to fight against a strong opponent and win?
Don't fuck with me!
You better not compare us to that!
What? Huh? Am I wrong? It's a given that trials are necessary to become strong, and the harsher the trial, the stronger you become, no? For mere humans, killings are simply a tragedy, but for worthy humans, a trial such as this can elevate their status to an even higher level.
Amazing.
It's amazing to me that someone as untalented as myself can become that trial. There's no point in someone like me surviving. It's far more significant for me to die as everyone's trial.
Great.
There's no greater honor than becoming the foundation so that your values may ascend to brave new heights!
What's going on? Stop it. You're seriously starting to piss me off.
What's going on?
I don't understand at all. Are you saying you basically wanted to commit murder for fun? It's not the same as someone killing for fun, but I guess it'd look the same in your eyes. I have no intention of surviving and leaving you all to die. Is that why you didn't mind when Teru discovered your plan?
That's wrong.
Or perhaps that was intentional too.
Huh?
Nagito wanted to involve us in the killing. Plus, it'd be better for him if the mystery was more complex. Is that why you blatantly revealed your plan to Teru? You expected to pique Teru's curiosity, and you looked forward to the mystery becoming more complex. Well, you're basically right. It's true I was looking forward to that. That's why I took the time to tell him about the secret passage I found while I was cleaning.
What? That's what you're doing as well?
You're right.
I just casually mentioned it. Oh, it's dangerous if you fall, so don't get too close to it.
Hey, this dude, he's seriously batshit crazy. He's insane! That's right. That's why I tried to stop him, you know?
However...
But why did you kill Byakuya instead?
I don't know! Because Nagito was the one who was supposed to take that knife. That's why I aimed and thrusted the iron skewer there. But why is Byakuya the one who died? It was supposed to be Nagito, not him!
Byakuya probably tried to stop Nagito from grabbing the knife. And then, in place of Nagito...
Nope.
No, I don't think that's it. Huh?
Perhaps...
Byakuya was probably trying to protect Nagito.
What? What did you say?
See?
Because Byakuya said so, didn't he? Don't worry. As long as I'm the leader, I won't let anyone become a victim.
I will guide you all.
That much, I promise. Could it be in order to keep that promise? As long as he was wearing the night vision goggles, I'm sure he saw someone moving under the floorboards. And that someone was aiming for Nagito.
Why?
So Byakuya gave his life to protect Nagito, even though he was trying to take the knife? I see. Byakuya is amazing. To keep his promise to protect everyone, he actually threw his own life away. And yet,
Such
I never
despair.
expected such an ending like this. Such despair! What? But we shouldn't let him die in vain. I'm sure everyone will become even stronger by overcoming this despair.
No way.
Could it be? You knew Byakuya would protect you, so you set him up to fail?
Someone like
Of course not. I'm not that good at calculating. I just took some precautionary measures. The results of that were going to be my fun for later. Just kidding.
how unexpected.
But I never expected it would turn out like this. I never thought I'd be the one to survive. But since it was my life that had been saved, I didn't just want to waste it. So that's why I decided to help Teruteru. Why? Why? Well, because Teruteru decided to commit his crime because he also had strong hope, right? Which means his actions were motivated by hope. If he was willing to go that far, I thought he might truly be the person whose existence I was waiting for. I thought he might be the hope that could defeat any kind of despair. In order for me to confirm it, I decided to help Teruteru. What do you mean confirm? Just stop it already. Plus, I couldn't really help myself, and I also empathized with Teruteru. After all, he wanted to kill me, but ended up killing Byakuya instead, you know? I left him in that confused state. This trial might have been ruined, right?
Isn't that right?
But in order for our hope to grow, this trial was absolutely necessary. That's why I decided to help him. I told him, I don't care if I die. You should just focus on escaping this island.
Right?
Those were my exact words to him before the investigation. Isn't that right, Teruteru?
Man.
In the end, my help just wasn't enough, and this turned out to be a bad ending for Teruteru. But you should be proud of yourself. You will not die in vain.
Great.
You'll become a splendid sacrifice for everyone so their hopes can grow even more powerful.
Impossible!
Sacrifice?
Shut up! Shut up!
Seriously, stop it already! I'm gonna go crazy just listening to you!
Hey.
Hey, is it really okay for us to just leave this crazy bastard alone like this?
Huh?
Isn't it better if we just fucking kill him off?
Yeah! Kill, he said. High school students are so violent these days. But the person who's gonna get killed now isn't Nagito. It's Teruteru.
What's the matter?
You didn't forget, right? Because I told you already at the beginning, right? If the blackened killer loses, a fun punishment awaits them.
Wait.
Hold on.
No.
There was, how should I put it? An accident? An act of self-defense? Not intentional. Anyway, I feel it's possible it's not my fault.
Hey! It doesn't matter if it's an accident, self-defense, or intentional. A murder is still murder. If you kill someone, that's murder.
Hey!
Isn't there anything like sympathy judgments, extenuating circumstances, or maybe even probation?
Impossible!
I don't accept any of those claims.
That's
not.
Hey!
Hey, this is save me, you guys! I was only trying to stop Nagito, so.
Why you?
Be honest. After learning about Nagito's plan, you saw an opportunity, right? You probably thought nobody would find out if you killed him after messing up his plan, right? That's what you thought, right?
Wrong!
You're wrong!
There's no way a person who has no malice would kill someone like that. In truth, you were just desperate to kill Nagito and willing to sacrifice everybody else to survive, right? Just be honest already, at least in the end.
Teruteru!
Why?
If only you didn't try to kill Nagito, Byakuya would still be alive. Why'd you commit murder? Answer me, Teruteru!
I just wanted to go home.
I needed to go back home no matter what!
Because she's waiting for me. Mama is waiting for me at home. She's waiting all by herself for the day I graduate Hope Peak Academy and come home.
Okay, I'm going now. When I come back, I think we should talk again about opening an Aoyama and Azabu location.
Oh my, you're still talking about that?
Oh, I'm serious. The Academy guarantees success for its graduates, right? So, I know it's gonna be difficult by yourself, but wait for me until then, okay?
Yes, you're right. Then I'll just have to do my best to keep the Hanamura Diner from going out of business until then.
Mom, you don't have to work so hard. What if you collapse again while I'm gone?
I'll be fine. Moms are strong. I won't lose to some illness.
I know that already.
I know that already.
I promised her I'd become a full-fledged cook and save the Hanamura Diner. Mama is waiting for me to keep that promise. Even though she's sick and alone, she's still waiting for me.
That's why I need to go home!
Teru.
But if we were told our memories were stolen, and that several years have passed since our first day...
Hey!
Then what happened to the Hanamura Diner? What happened to my mom who's still waiting for me?
So you did believe what Monokuma said?
Damn it!
You were saying all along, so why?
Wrong!
I still don't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. It has to be a lie.
That's why I wanted to go home!
I wanted to go home and confirm it. I wanted to make sure it was all just a lie. I wanted to make sure that I still have a place to call home.
Teru, you...
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
It's not that Teru didn't believe it. He believed it more than anybody else here. That's why he kept denying it. Because he believed it, he needed to deny it. Damn it, if only he knew how I felt, something like this never would have happened.
I wanted to confirm by any means necessary. I had to do something. That's when I heard Nagito's plan. I found out he's going to kill someone if I left him alone. That's why. That's why.
Fine.
So, you wanted the first kill.
I'm sorry, you guys. It doesn't mean I wanted to sacrifice any of you, but it was the only thing I could do. And I ended up killing Byakuya instead of Nagito. I see.
I think I'm the one who went crazy.
Teru.
I see. Interesting. But as far as most of Killer are concerned, wanting to see your mom is boring.
What?
So...
Yahoo! It seems there's no point in basking in the afterglow. So let's hurry up and begin the punishment.
You can't!
No, you can't!
Jeez, get out of my way! Well now.
There! Now that annoying little sister has been dealt with, let's get back to business.
Wait! Hold on a sec. I'm not asking for forgiveness anymore, but at least...
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Teru Hanamura, the ultimate cook!
Hey!
Call me Chef! No, wait, that's not what I...
Please!
Please tell me at least. What happened to the Hanamura Diner? Mama.
Let's give it everything
We've got! It's punishment time!
Lies! I won't believe this!
I won't believe it.
Game over. Teru has been found guilty. Time for the punishment! Alright, let's see how much more brutal these ones are.
Okay, guys, listen, it was Nagito. Yeah, blame him. Blame him.
Same brutal method of dragging him off again. Deep fried Teru. Oh boy. What in the... Eggs? Batter? Oh Lord. Finally, something I can spread my Mondo butter on!
Oh my god, Ender. Oh my god.
Extreme!
Yahoo! Extreme!
Yeah!
The adrenaline is rushing through me.
Teru!
Damn it!
Oh, are you fucking serious? Oh.
How cruel.
Why? Why did you do something so cruel?
Huh? Didn't you learn when you were in elementary school? If you badmouth someone, the teacher writes it in a note and makes you badmouth read it. It makes whatever you badmouth,
Whoever you badmouth.
Whoever. Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
It makes whoever you badmouth read to you in front of the class.
No.
When that happens, clapping needs to get better at reading. And only then do you think about how it feels to be badmouthed. The same applies to murder.
What are you saying?
You're the one who drove him to do it! So cruel. This is just too cruel.
Nice!
Well, it can't be helped. Rules are rules, and this is the killing rule after all.
What rule? You're the one who's breaking the rules.
Huh? I can't just let that slide. What do you mean?
When you mentioned the motive, didn't you also promise something?
However, there's a catch.
Don't tell me the catch is...
Figured it out yet? That's right. You guys have to kill each other. That's my bargaining point. You guys want to know, right? You want your school memories returned to you, right? Then you better start killing. A penny for your thoughts and a murder for your memories.
Why didn't you tell Teru about his mom? Or his diner? He had a right to know!
Yeah, us too. We all have a right to know.
Bastard!
Hey, hurry up and tell us. What did you mean earlier when you mentioned our school memories?
The
Oh yeah! I did promise to return your memories after the killing began.
Huh? You're gonna do it, but telling them is kind of...
But I never told you guys that I'd tell you right away.
What?
What?
Not fair.
That's not fair!
Of course.
Of course. I'll keep my promise to return your memories someday. But it's still not clear when that someday will actually be.
I must excuse myself as well. There's something that I need to do. I left the oven on.
Huh? What the heck?
That's not fair! They both ran away!
Then...
Monokuma had us wrapped around his finger after all.
Stupid!
Tera, you stupid!
Such despair.
An ending like this is just full of despair. A seriously tragic despair. But still, at times like this, as the symbols of hope, you guys need to keep doing your best. You. Why are you smiling? How can you smile in a situation like this, you creep?
Nope.
Hold on, I'm sad too, you know. Didn't I tell you? From the bottom of my heart, I truly love you all. You're ultimate to inspire hope, and your splendid talents. There's no way I can be happy when we've lost such a talented individual.
Don't fuck with me!
Don't go saying creepy shit, and I'll fucking kill you!
Please, kill me anytime.
What?
Huh?
If you hate me, I don't mind you killing me. I've already prepared myself to become your stepping stone. If absolute hope can be born from that, then my life is nothing special.
How messed up are you?
Hey.
However, if you're going to kill me, make sure you discuss it with me beforehand, okay? You see, if you do that, then I can cooperate with the killer. Are you seriously intending to help the killer? It's really not that big of a deal. If you're students of Hope's Peak Academy, you're the symbols of hope who possess the chosen talents. Then it shouldn't matter to you guys at all if I cooperate with the killer, right?
Fiend.
Declaring so confidently that you'll side with the killer.
Hey!
Maybe this was his plan all along. Since he's willing to work with the killer, he wants us to think it's better for us not to kill him. Well, I don't mind what you think of me. In actuality, thanks to Byakuya, I'm starting to feel a small desire to live.
This is exciting!
Well, see, I just want to watch everyone destroy the despair that comes for you, one after the other. Just kidding.
Piss me off.
Hey, can I punch ya? Just won't be satisfied until I punch ya. Fine. Let's stop it already. It's all just gonna be a waste of time if we keep dealing with them. Huh? Even Hajime hates me now? That stings. I felt you and I were quite similar. What is that?
Isn't that right?
I hold a special feeling towards Hope's Peak Academy, just like me. Don't put me in the same category as you. But how can you say you're not? Monokuma said himself, we don't know anything about each other's true nature. No, if it's true that our school memories were stolen, it's the same as not knowing our true selves, too. Especially for you, right? Someone who can't even remember what his talent is? Akane, please feel free to punch him. Will do! Hold on!
Kaioken!
Please stop this at once! Nothing will come from fighting like this. There is something else that we must do.
Huh? Something else?
Please listen!
We must not argue with each other in a place like this. There is something more important we must do.
Let me ask.
Which is...
Do our best.
You fiend.
Well?
We must first leave here and get some rest. And then we shall all work together to do our best. Do our best so we never have to come back here again.
Perhaps.
That is what I believe we must do right now.
I am sorry!
I'm sorry if I was a better if only I was a better motivational speaker.
No, that really touched my heart. You're totally right. What we need to do right now is do our best. If we do our best, it's definitely going to pay off, right?
Yes.
Yes, that is right.
Like...
But what do we have to work hard at?
I do not know, but we must do our best.
Jeez. I don't get you at all. Are you some kind of moron?
Well?
It's fine if you don't know. What matters is that you hold on to the feeling that you have to do your best.
Right?
So, let's do our best. Let's make sure a killing like this never happens again.
But...
It's scary, but doing our best is our only option. There's no way I'm doing what Nagito said.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, I don't know what you're talking about, but let's do our best for now.
Fine.
Very well. Even if we are not able to change the future, I guess we should at least change my tomorrow. Damn fiend! I won't give up till the very end! I won't die in vain! I'll give my entire existence, my entire power, my entire body and soul, and fight to the very end!
Yeah, you're right. Let's definitely work together and leave this island! Do our best. We kept using that phrase over and over again, even though we knew they were just cheap, meaningless, empty words. Regardless, we still said it, and we continued to say it over and over again without stopping. Thus, the curtain had fallen upon the class trial, where Byakuya and Teruteru were sacrificed. Afterwards, we left the trial grounds and returned to the mainland of Jabberwock Island. For the time being, we decided to go back to our cottages. After experiencing something like that, there's no way I could fall asleep. I gave up, got out of bed, and began walking around the hotel grounds for no real reason. After not doing much of anything, I dully looked up at the sky. And there, just like before, there it was. The night sky brimming with stars. Stars that looked like they were about to fall into my hands like fluttering snow. As I looked up at such a beautiful night sky, I can go anywhere. A thought crossed my mind for some reason. The sky is connected to anywhere, even to my daily life. That's why I might be able to go home. That's right, I'm definitely going to go home. That's what happened. As I stared up at the night sky, I felt a strange convergence of sensation. And then, while I continued to stare at my night sky, I felt my entire body stiffen with that sensation. Isn't this...
Is someone watching me?
Chapter 1. End. Surviving students? 14. To be continued.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
You obtained the 3-star badge.
Sorry.
You have obtained a present. Wooden stick.
That's a good stick.
Wonderful. But yeah.
For a long time, humans have been taught that if you
unfortunately,
try hard
I think
enough,
this is
you can accomplish
unfortunately,
anything.
I think we're going to have to end off before this very dramatic speech from what I could only assume is Nagito. But yeah, I'd like to thank you all so very much for watching. This stream went on way longer than usual, but I'm glad that we were able to get this done before heading off to college.
Yeah, I did say that the trials are a lot longer.
No, yeah, I definitely remember you saying that.
Yeah.
But yeah, a special thanks again to Clappy for guest VAing. And yeah, remember, even though this is the last stream before I head off for college and take a break, this definitely isn't going to be my last stream in general. I'm going to do my absolute hardest to keep streaming for you guys while I'm off at college. But for now...
Do your best.
Exactly. Yeah, do my best. But for now, let's go ahead and find someone to raid. Let's go raid Oven.
Well, you're very much welcome for the VA, Ender and Rao. I'm glad I could spice it up a little bit and hang out with a good friend of mine.
For those of you who don't know who Oven is, they are a variety game streamer here on Twitch, and it looks like tonight they are playing some Kerbal Space Program. Yeah, going and building a rocket. Let's see, as for the raid message, let's do...
Yeah, let's say, which one? Maybe something about deep frying or something, I don't know.
Bean Brigade is charging in with butter tempura and a monochrome bear who scarfed down an entire meat on the bone. But yeah, copy and paste that raid message in their chat, replace the emotes on the end with whatever ones you do so choose. And, I guess, this is a goodbye for now. So, I'll see y'all, I guess, when I see ya. Bye!
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.